and we welcome you to today's series finale between the New York Mets and the Boston Red Sox. Here's your starting lineup for the home team, the Boston Red Sox. At left field batting first, Jarren Duran. At designated hitter batting second, Rafael Devers. At third base batting third, Alex Bregman. At right field batting fourth, Wilyer Abreu. At second base batting fifth, Christian Campbell. At first base batting sixth, Nick Sogard. At shortstop batting seventh, Trevor Story. At catcher batting eighth, Carlos Narvaez. At center field batting ninth, Ceddanne Rafaela. And pitching today for the Boston Red Sox, it is the left-hander Garrett Crochet, your starting lineup for the Boston Red Sox. Alright guys, and with that in mind, welcome to today's game between the Mets and the Red Sox. Mets have dropped 2 straight. Red Sox looking to sweep the series and get back to above 500. Appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. My name is cgiulianihpu. If you've never been to a Livestream for how it works like this, if I were in the chat, any questions you might have, I'll be happy to answer anything and everything. Any donation, get your question right away. Otherwise, I just go in the order they see them. Vote in that poll. Who you think wins this game, the Mets or the Red Sox? If you are a member, you can show your support for either one of these teams using the emojis in the chat. We do have the emojis for the Mets and for the Red Sox. You can show your support for either one of the teams doing that. On top of that, new video will be dropping tomorrow. I wish it could have come out today. I don't know if any of you follow me on Twitter, but if you do, you know that I've been doing some stuff lately with the Play Like a Jet podcast, and I've been talking about some Jets history on that podcast during the off season. So that's gonna be a weekly thing, and I will link that on my YouTube channel as well. So you will you'll see that. So that's what I was doing. So I didn't have time to finish today's vid, but the script is done. Just have to record the audio. The clips are in. Just gotta do all that. So new video dropping tomorrow, and we'll have another one dropping at the same time tomorrow as well. So we should have 2 videos coming tomorrow for you. Double upload Thursday, which appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. I apologize, going to do a video today, but we'll have 2 videos tomorrow as a result. At minimum, 1 for sure. All right. Let's go back to 1975 for that one. So appreciate all you guys tuning in for this one. I don't know if the Red Sox win tonight, but whatever they do, the reverse will happen. Yeah, well, Crochet's been good lately. Crochet's been good. Has to go Red Ronald, Golden Steel, SGA getting named the MVP. No one's going to beat situation. It's not a beat situation. I think the thing with SGA, first off, the Thunder beat the Nuggets in the playoffs. So it's not like when Embiid won it and then he laid an egg. Like, SGA's playing all right this postseason. Embiid was laying an egg. And also the Nuggets won the finals the year that Embiid won MVP out of nowhere. SGA wasn't campaigning for it. I have no problem with it. I have no problem with it whatsoever. Yeah, the brotherly shove survives. The brotherly shove survives. I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm happy the Jaguars are on the right side of history. I'm very happy the Jags are on the right side of history there, as they voted against banning the tush push. They're one of the 10 teams. We'll see how long the ban lasts, but they'll re-vote on it probably next year. It's close enough, but it does survive, and I'm happy about that. I think it's a skill issue. There's no injuries that happen on the play. If you don't like it, stop it. And just too hard to enforce. It's way too hard to enforce. I have no problem with it. Yeah, because the thing is that, like, reverting it to pushing rules were, like, if you ban pushing, but the problem is that it's so hard to enforce. Because what happens with one person, the Dolphins vote against it. I think the Jets did as well. The Patriots also did. Spurs want to join for GTA 6. United's in trouble. United's in trouble. United is in serious trouble right now. No Europe next year. 16th place this year. They're in some serious trouble, which we will see what happens with United, but they are, oof. That was the one game they had to win. You're not getting the job because you apparently unknowingly applied to the wrong location. Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. Can Cora leave it? It's funny that the Red Sox have won the last 2 games, so they've actually managed it pretty well, and Cora was not there for either of them. Oh, man. Yeah, DoorDash, yeah, I could control your hours at least. I'm doing well, Keller. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Tush push Marines life for another year. Yep, Marlins have scored 2 runs in the last 2 games solo. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. That is not good at all. SC the Bears season, but Jokic is more valuable to the Nuggets, if that makes sense. I get it, but I think MVP for the NBA is the best player. There's no like offensive player of the year for NBA, so I'm okay with it. I have no problem with SGA getting MVP this year. Helps a lot too that the Thunder won the series. Cardinals Rangers May 30th. KIT is airing the Cards feed on their ABC channel. The Rangers feed on the CW channel. I don't know if that's ever happened. I do not know if that's ever happened. I've never heard of that before. Where you're going to see 2 different feeds for the same game. That's not like from the same network. 0-1, that pitch right down the middle for Lindor. Because I know like they do for the Final Four where they have the team cast, but that's a little bit different. 0-1, that one ripped into left field, and that one's going to drop for a base hit off the Green Monster. Should be 2 bases for Lindor, who's been struggling as of late. They're tinkering with the lineup today. They're moving some guys up and down the order, and Lindor gets on with the leadoff double. So he gets to Crochet early. That's Starling Marte, the left fielder, up to bat. You're better than D-backs Rockets last weekend. Yep, I think White Sox series is a good example of being disappointed with the series win. Yep, I feel that. About that game last night in Los Angeles. Oh, man. Favorite soccer club for me, it's Fulham. Tush push being allowed at extra value defense tackles? Absolutely it would. Absolutely. That pitch in the dirt inside 1-0 to Marte. Yeah, so I was not surprised last time with the D-backs. I'm actually surprised it was that close. I think the Niners vote in favor of the ban. The Bears vote to ban it. Ben Johnson said it's not an explosive play, which, come on. So the ban QB kneels at that point. Was it closer than I thought? No. I thought it was going to survive by a little bit. I thought it was going to be 23-9. Marte's got hit in each of his last 2 games. 1 for 1 this series. Didn't play yesterday, though. The amounts went today, yes. Yeah, the teams that voted against it, Schefter tweeted out, the teams that voted against it, let me check. That one fouled off? On the count? Yeah, the teams that voted against the ban. The Jaguars were one of them. Eagles, duh. Ravens, Browns, Lions, Jaguars, Dolphins, Patriots, Saints, Jets, Titans. So, it was those 10 who voted against the ban. 1-2 the count. Yeah, Seahawks wanted to be banned. Yeah, so the thing with the D-backs game last night, I was surprised it was that close. Yamamoto against Ryan Nelson, I was expecting a bloodbath. I was flabbergasted the game was even that close. I can't be upset that they blew the game. I really can't be upset they blew the game. 1-2. Shot foul. Here's the thing. Shelby Miller pitched on Monday. He pitched Sunday. We knew it was going to be a train wreck. 3 days in a row you have to throw him in. But you used all your good relievers by that point. All your good relievers have to go 6, 7, 8, 9. Because Ryan Nelson is not used to going a long ways because he started off in the bullpen this year. So I'm like fouled off 1-2 again. I really can't hate on the law. I mean, it was a great game. We had no business being in that game. So I'm not really upset. The Kurt Bankert take. The play should be allowed. Stricter rules should be enforced on how the trenches line up. Easier said than done. First off, the thing with that is that one fouled off again. We stay alive. The thing with that is that what about a fake tush push play? What about a fake tush push? Eagles ran a few fakes. May I give away the fake based on the alignment? I'm not crazy about that. The other thing too is that do we really want referees to be having more stuff on their plate? Referees are having trouble as it is enforcing the game. 1-2, that one fouled off again, so long at bat here for Marte. They're already having a tough enough time already enforcing the rules as they are. Like, they barely know roughing the passer is. Do we really want them to have to worry about offensive line alignment? Like, I don't know. We want to put more on their plate. Thoughts on the Jags having the tush push? I'm not surprised. The Jaguars are the one team I knew besides the Eagles would vote in favor of that downstairs 2-2 because the Jaguars stopped it. Look, the Jaguars actually stopped the tush push. The problem with the tush push, you can stop it. You can absolutely stop it. The Jaguars did it. The Jaguars did. The new onside kick rules, I like it. Wasn't me the kick from the 34. 2-2, outside, so full count. Long at bat here for Marte. Very patient here in that 2 spot. Usually in the 3 spot, but pitch number 10, they got back coming up. Yeah, holding on every play, it's just to call. Exactly. So what it means, the kick from the 34. So basically what it means is that it's 3-2. That one, Marte pops it up into shallow left. And underneath it is the shortstop story for the first out. Long at bat, but Crochet ends up winning that battle for the first out. So what it means is that the kicker, basically, you're going to have, does he want to go 11 yards down? No. Actually, wait. No, I would think it would have been, you line up at the 36, and then you kick it from the 35. Basically, there's less of a gap between. So yeah, it only needs to go 10 yards, but I think it's got to be to the 44. It's going to be to the 44. So you now are 9 yards apart instead of 10. So you have more of an advantage to potentially recover the onside kick. I had no problem with that rule. I said it was going to pass. 0-1 the count. Yeah, Lions vote against the ban, yep. Eagles getting a touch push off the unfair Palby play act. I don't think so, no. I think we'll see warnings issued, but I don't think it's going to happen. Soto. 0-2 the count. We're not doing overtime tonight. Just keep that in mind. Unless this game is super duper quick, we're not doing OT tonight because I'm hanging out with friends tonight. So 0-2 count to Soto, and he looks it down the middle. What on earth is Soto looking at? It was right down the middle. Right kicker at 34 players to 35. So I think it's got to go to the 44. What on earth is Soto looking at there? Marte does his job. I know he got out, but it was a 10 pitch at bat, 4 pitches, and so just everything was down the middle, and he just looks. He just looks at everything. Soto just 5 for his last 33. Alonso swinging a miss on the off-speed pitch, 0-1. I mean, that was a pathetic at bat by Soto. Literally, everything was down the middle. He just didn't swing. Who caused an injury to the Lions for swinging 75? Yes, exactly. Exactly. But Barkley 2 touchdowns on fake push. Yes, he did. 1-1 count. I don't know what Soto's. I'm sure. Let's see what Frank is saying about that at bat. Let's see what Frank is saying about that at bat. I'm sure he's got some thoughts. Looking right down the middle. Oh no, he hasn't tweeted anything yet. Might be in the next game. He's not tweeting anything. 1-1 to Pete Alonso. Lindor got on second with a leadoff double. Since then, 2 straight outs. 2-1 the count. Lindor successfully steals. There's a question, not a statement. You know, literally the Who. Literally, it was the band called the Who. Literally, it was a band called the Who. So Lindor has stolen base yesterday. He's now got 8 this season. 2-1 to Pete. That one on the outside corner. 2-2. How's it going, Michael Grubhub? Guess what day it is? Oh, yeah, let's do it. He's got Southside today. Let's do it. Yep, one last ride. Reggie Miller back in the Garden. One last ride. Couldn't picture it any better. 2-2. Alonso way outside. Full count here. Tush becoming banned as if hurdling the line becomes popular with 3 or 4 guys trying to go over the line at the right time. That could be a safety issue. Yeah, people get injured, but no one's gotten injured so far. Brady Keys and All-Pro Chicken. I have not heard of that. 3-2. Alonso grounder just fouled on the third base line. Yeah, genius name on that one. I mean, it worked. They're huge. Crochet has been money this month. This month in 3 starts, 19 innings pitched, a 1.89 ERA with 23 strikeouts. Hump day, baby. Hump day. 3-2 count. Can Crochet get out of this after allowing the leadoff double? Full count. And that one's strike 3, dropped by the catcher, but Alonso will just walk away. Back-to-back strikeouts. Mets leave a runner on. Their scoring woes continue. Pickett and Gabriel getting first-team reps for the Browns. You gotta give them to someone. You can't give all the first-team reps to one person. You can't give them all to one person. Because... yeah, I got 4 quarterbacks on the roster. No one's earned the starting job. Thoughts on Protector of the Year? Yeah, the Offensive Line Award. I have no problem with it. Because I guess you could look at it one way and say, well, we already have AP First Team All-Pro, so what's the point of this? But I guess the idea is that Offensive Player of the Year. Here's my philosophy. Defensive Player of the Year can be won by anyone. Defensive lineman, linebacker, corner, any position can win that award. MVP, pretty much a quarterback award at this point. I know technically it's not, but pretty much MVP is a quarterback award. It's been that way since Adrian Peterson won the award in 2012. Offensive Player of the Year, usually running back or wide receiver. So they can win that award. There's nothing for the offensive line. There is no award that an offensive lineman can win. They're never going to win MVP. They're never going to win Offensive Player of the Year. So I have no problem with this award. I mean, it's not harming anyone. So I get the idea is, okay, you're going to have, it never goes to a lineman. MVP never goes to a lineman. Defensive Player of the Year can go to anyone on the defense. So I guess the argument for why it should be a thing, and I got no problem with it, is that every other position has a chance, a feasible chance to win OPOY, DPOY, or MVP. And offensive line does not. So, there's a new award. It's called Protector of the Year. And it goes to the top offensive lineman in the NFL. Here's a new award. I have no problem with it. I think it's a great move, actually. I know they were advocating for a while. I like it. All right. Tyler McGill, the pitcher here for the Mets today, he has been, shall we say, shaky as of late. This month has not been kind to him. His 3 starts this year, the Mets are 0-3. He's taken the loss in the last 2. An 8.76 ERA, allowing guys to get on 42% of the time this month. Duran, Devers, Bregman going 1-2-3. First pitch on the outside part of the zone. Almost got a wide strike zone today. In their first strike, 0-1 the count. Duran, 0-for-3 last game, but 2-for-4 the first game of this series. They held him in check yesterday, snapping his 6-game hitting streak. We did get on base. 1-1 the count. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. And we are going to be live tomorrow for Padres against the Blue Jays. And then you make the call. One of these games, you're going to help me decide which game we're calling. Swing and a miss on the upper part of the zone. 1-2. Guardians, Tigers, Brewers, Pirates, Orioles, Red Sox. Which game are we calling tomorrow night at 7? Or thereabout. I need 10 on strike. Yes. Yep. Mike Tomlin's ABC Special Teams Player of the Year. Yes. Oh, God, he pulled the Bill Cowher. Yeah, Orlando Pace getting 4th in Heisman votes. Still one of the most impressive Heisman performances ever. Yep. Same thing with Dominican Sue at Nebraska. Defensive line. I mean, there's a reason our Pace went 1, and he's one of the greatest offensive linemen of all time. There's a reason. 2-2 the count. That pitch misses way outside. Downstairs. Full count. You told the fan that one time. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Boogie Flan shows the Gators. It's crazy. Swing and a miss. Just reloading. Florida, they're not going to miss a whole lot from last season. Obviously, Clayton is gone, but man. You do extra team for a social function for my birthday party? Yep. But we are going to do some more D-backs, obviously. We're going to do some more D-backs. It's going to be on there, too. We're just going to be watching the game together. So. Yeah, Tony Mandrick, definitely an offensive lineman, yes. Definitely is. Devers' first pitch swinging to right center field, but underneath it to make the play is Tyrone Taylor for the second out. Good start here for Tyler McGill. Some Bregman up to bat. Bregman has hit each of the games this series, hitting above 300 on the season. Gotta fly tomorrow, check the schedule, guess where we're going. Ooh. Are you going to California? Are you going to California for the Angels series? Going to Disneyland too? That's awesome. 0-1 the count, I'm guessing. Miguel last time out against the Yankees, 2 2/3, 5 walks, 4 hits. It was not a good outing. Got credit for the loss. That opened the game of the series. Fouled off 0-2 the count. Yeah, we're going to have a good home run race this year. Corbin Carroll's in the race too. Who would have thought? I would not have thought for last year Corbin Carroll is going to be in the home run race. MVP potentially? We'll see. The guy see Soto strike out on 3 pitches with everything down the middle. 0-2. That one! Cold strike 3 on the outside. This strike zone is very, very wide. I mean, Ron Williams is incredible. MKC. Ron Williams is incredible. 3 up, 3 down. Good outing so far from McGill. You believe the nerve to say have a good night? Yeah, the audacity. The audacity on that. We go top 2. No score. Protector of the Year already existed. What O-lineman wins each one in the 2020s? Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea on that one. That is for people way smarter than me in terms of... Way smarter than me in terms of evaluating offensive line play. How much do I spend on hotels? There's a lot of hotels in the area. I don't know. I know when I did it, I stayed like a 3-star for like $150. But I don't know if you have points or anything. I don't know. I guess 500 total. $500 total. Otani, Judge, Schwarber, Carroll, Torque. A lot of guys have, yeah, and Torque out of nowhere too. 0 customer fans of vanilla. Oh, okay, that makes sense then. That makes sense. That easy enough then. Just go right with the flight. Not bad at all. Lines backing out. Will the proposal ever come true? I think at some point, yeah. I think at some point it will. Come on with the tour. Jags, Titans have our new favorite AFC South team. Yep. Yep. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We're on the right side of history. You don't ban a play because it's too good. If it's a safety issue, that's one thing. But you want to get rid of the tush push, you got to find a way to stop it. The Jaguars found a way to stop it. Hold on, better night. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Whew. War of words. I love it. I love it. Vientos, Terenz, and Taylor. 2 up here. Vientos 1 for 3 last game, although not playing the best baseball as of late. His last 4 games, just 2 for 14. Our Angels fans, so makes sense. That makes a lot of sense then. Both teams struggling so far. So, that'll be an interesting series. I think Marlins do take 2 of 3 of that series, though. Mets already looked feeble by wasting a leadoff extra base hit. I will say Soto looked awful. Soto looked awful. 3 pitches right down the middle. Didn't even take the bat off the shoulder. Fouled off 0-1. I will say I get where the animosity towards Soto is coming from as of late. Tush push lives on. Amen to that. Shot foul 0-2. Especially after Marte did a 10-pitch at-bat. Battled hard and then Soto just stands there. Your Bengals were good at stopping. They were. The Jaguars stopped them multiple times to the point where they stopped doing it. Which was incredible. Yeah, literally, Michael. Literally. Literally. Oh, man. Some people. Some people. The 0-2. Downstairs. Vientos good eye there. 1-2 on that pitch. And Crochet, one of the favorites for Cy Young this series, in the top 3 in the voting right now, besides Skubal and Fried. But Bubic is up there as well. Outside 2-2. When Crochet gets ahead in the count 0-2, opponents are hitting just 1-0-2 on him, and they're getting on just 11% of the time. So it's not a guy that you want to fall behind 0-2 against. But Vientos staying alive makes it 2-2 and fouls that off. Yeah, I'm right there with you. No problem. Keep this push. I'm right there with you. Yeah, Thunder destroyed the T-Wolves. That defense was just insane. Yeah, can we do the ChatGPT? Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to do it tonight, but tomorrow we will be. Tomorrow we will be. I don't know if it's gonna be 1 overtime or 2 overtimes, but we're gonna have tomorrow. I did not see the Eagles tush push video. I did not see that, but that is so petty. I love it. 2-2. Vientos works at full. Yeah, right now looks like Guardians against Tigers. Right now. But that can always change. Brewers Pirates made a bit of a comeback yesterday. Again, $50 by any one person. I'll do any song on the karaoke list. Tomorrow with the live band. We already got one of those. And that's inside. Ball 4. So Vientos. Again, guys are only getting 11% of the time on Crochet after falling behind 0-2. He works it full, gets the walk as Crochet has thrown 4 balls in his last 5 pitches. And once again, the Mets have the leadoff man on board. Pacers 6. I have the Pacers winning that series. Yeah, the Packers. Yeah, I don't know what LaFleur is doing. And then LaFleur was like, just make a decision already. It's like, well, you were the one that proposed this. Well, Pacers didn't start for a bit. That one upstairs, 5 of the last 6 pitches have been balls. How's it going, ZJ13? Welcome into chat. Appreciate you tuning in. So Vientos gets on the leadoff walk. Terenz Has had in 4 straight games. Watches that one down low 2-0. So 6 of his last 7 pitches have been balls. I should know Crochet, as good as he is usually when he gets ahead 0-2, he's really not good when getting behind 2-0. This season, opponents getting over 41% of the time once it's a 2-0 count. Pitch in there for a strike. I think red light was on there. I think for Terenz it was, let's make him throw a strike. Unless it's a fastball down the middle. Yeah, last time Knicks played East Coast Fouls was also the Pacers. Yep. Yep, they do deserve to get mocked for that. Absolutely. Just their whole attitude toward that, it's insane. The 2-1. That one, Terenz into left field. That's got a chance. It's off the green monster. It's off the monster, and runner will hold it third. Terenz in there with a double. In left center field, Terenz now running a 5-game hitting streak. His first game of this series. Runners on second and third and nobody out. Mets got a leadoff man on second last time. They got 2 leadoff men in scoring position here, and that's going to send Tyrone Taylor up to bat with Acuna in the on-deck circle. Yankees Rangers will have some Alfredo Pasta. Nice. Nice. That is the most New York thing I've ever heard. Taylor has hit in both games so far this series. First pitch swinging. That's going to be shallow to second base. That'll not be deep enough at all to advance the runner. So Taylor, it's a pop-up. Come on, Mateo. The Mets don't score here. I'm done. They got 1 out. Can Acuna get this ball out of the infield? So all you need to do is get out of the infield. Who takes it between the Thunder and the T-Wolves? I had the T-Wolves, but you know what? The defense by the Thunder were just so good. The Mets have the second lowest batting average in the National League this season with runners in scoring position. A chance here. Second and third, nobody out, and then 1 out. And that's a quick shower by Acuna. 5-3. So 2 pitches, 2 outs. And you got to be kidding me. Still live in New York, live in North Carolina. I love North Carolina. I love North Carolina. So Acuna chops out. 2 pitches, 2 out. They have runners on second and third, and the Mets making life very easy for Crochet afterwards. Let's get Brett Beatty up. As this the guy you want with runners in scoring position. He's 0 for 6 this series. This is a man who's 0 for his last 8. A man who is hitting just above the Mendoza line. How's it going, Zippy? 1 for his last 15. And he's hitless in 7 of his last 9 games. Well, the Mets' struggles continue. First pitch in there for a called strike. 0-1. It's also for Seattle teams. It's also for Seattle teams, so you're rooting for the Thunder. Ugh. Seems like the exact opposite of how it worked. That's a base hit for Beatty. Beatty, break your slump, young man. 1 run will score. The second run out by a mile. Interesting send there with Terenz. Not the fastest guy in the world, but I do get a run. Beatty does his job. It's an RBI single. I don't know why you send Terenz necessarily. Again, he's a catcher. Not the fastest guy in the world. Out by a mile, but I think both sides would have taken that inning. The Mets get a run. Finally on the board after being shut out yesterday. But the Red Sox had runners on second and third, nobody out, and they only allow a run. I think they would have taken that. I think both sides are okay with how that inning went. Relatively speaking. Could have been a lot worse. What's on the guy that donated 50 requests? Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. Requested Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. They do get a run off Crochet. Beatty with an RBI single in the 9th spot. His first hit of this series. First RBI since the Pirates series. Bowling Green, Mississippi State? Potentially. Mississippi State's not that good. Ryan Benson and the Red Sox? I feel that. I think both sides worked out okay with that one. I think both sides worked out okay. Maybe a bit of a blown opportunity for the Mets. I would not have sent Terenz there. I would not have sent Terenz on that one, and obviously you have a runner on second to lead off the inning, nobody out, and you get nothing. You have runners on second and third, you get 1. So not the best, but the Mets do have the lead. And runs been a premium for the Mets as of late. The Mets Well, they haven't scored more than 3 runs in a game since May 12th. Of their last 6 games, they're 1-5, and got a 3-game losing streak, and they've scored in that stretch just 8 runs. So I'll take something. I've never seen Weird Al in concert, but I heard he's incredible. I know people that have. They say he's incredible. He's coming to Phoenix. I might check him. 3 matches in McCann now. Any more for the All-Star break? I'm going to see no more for the All-Star break, but we'll see some around September. We're not going to see a song sale. It's not going to be for much longer. It will not be for much longer. The rights will revert back to Seattle once they get the team that they well deserve. It's technically 3 teams together for some. The one that hasn't. The Knicks. Been 50 years. All right, so we go bottom second. Great inning so far for McGill. Went 1-2-3 with Duran, Devers, Bregman. Abreu, Campbell, Sogard. See him in person twice. I heard he's incredible. I heard he's a super nice guy, too. First pitch, in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. And McGill this month, an ERA around 9. Quick work of the Sox, so that first inning. It's really around the 3rd inning that things implode for McGill. The first 2 innings usually good. It's allowed 5 runs in the first 2 innings of games this season, over 18 innings. That's really good. It's the 3rd inning where things get out of hand. Opponents are getting on 47% of the time in the 3rd inning. 0-2 the count. Gary Payne is this on the Thunder? I would too. New name, new city. Yeah, there's no reason to keep affiliation there. 0-2, fouled off, we stay alive. That's what you're being lied to? Yeah, I have no... If anyone wants to disown the Thunder after they left, I have no qualms with that whatsoever. They're not tied to your city anymore. They're basically a different team. New logo, new team name, new city. 1,000 miles away, by all means. 0-2, Abreu, swing and a miss. Got him on the fastball on the outside part of the zone. 4 up, 4 down so far. That's going to send Campbell up to bat. Campbell, it's been rough. I think that's the best way to say it. Campbell, I don't know what kind of ice he's on right now. How thin ice he's on potentially, but he has been terrible. 0 for his last 15 over the last 4 games. He was hitting above 300 in April. Since then, his last 13 games, he's 4 for his last 54. He's hitting .074. He's getting on base 9% of the time. It's not good. He's ahead 1-0 here, though. How's it going, Joseph? Welcome to the chat. KTO, fan of baseball? I would say he's probably a fan of every sport. I don't know, though. I don't know personally. Fouled off 1-1. Who would I want? Bowling Green. I would want Bowling Green over South Carolina. Absolutely. Pacers have been fouled. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been. They never won, but they've been. Play the Lakers. 1-1. That one fouled off. Right, Steelers are the only one that hasn't. Yep. Central time zone. I am technically Pacific/Mountain. What position would I play if I were Major Leagues? Bench warmer. What would I play? I'd probably do reliever. I'd probably be reliever. I feel good in pressure situations. 1-2. That one on the outside part of the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts. I have the Canes winning the cup, although I did not look good last time. 5 up, 5 down to start. Campbell, 4 for his last 55. At one point, why is he in the 5 spot? He's hitting .072 over his last 55 at-bats. It's not going to get it done. Weirdest shaped state. Ooh. First pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. I would have to say... Would it be Idaho? New York. I go New York. 0-1. I go New York. 0-2. Back-to-back breaking balls in there for Sogard. He's 0 for 6 this series. Was 0 for 2 yesterday in that 2-0 win. The 0-2. That one fouled off. We stay alive. Stanley Cup. I don't know how heavy it is. I think it's the heaviest of the trophies. Yeah, for the West side, Idaho. Yeah, definitely. 0-2 to Sogard. Down low and inside, 1-2 the count. Yeah, I think Long Island makes it like a very weird pick. Also, like parts of Border Canada, and it's just a very weird shape. Like, try drawing New York. At least Idaho, you can semi-draw New York. You can semi-draw Idaho. That's something to draw the state of New York. That went down here. It's 2-2. The weirdest shaped country. I would say South Africa. And it's not because of the actual shape. It's more Lesotho and Eswatini inside it. So, you got like 2 holes in the middle of the country. 2-2. That one inside, so Sogard works it full. We started 5 pounds second when we lifted it. Yep. That's a great read. Yeah, I'm sure it feels like a feather when you just win the cup and you're just on cloud 9. Teachers think that because we're the oldest class, have been the longest and can't give us the most work the last score of senior year 2 weeks before graduation. That's insane. Everyone's checked out by that point. Everyone's checked out. Like, the best teachers for senior year know. Like, they push you hard the first half of the year, even the first 3 quarters. In the fourth quarter, they know, yeah, you're already in college. You already got accepted. You're tuned out. Like, we still got to do stuff, but it's not going to be as heavy. We want you to enjoy this. I would go nuts if that happened. Yeah, Hurricanes have lost 13 straight conference finals games. By God. They got to break the curse at some point, right? At some point. Like, is there any, like, I feel like South Africa's a pretty good pick, though, for weirdest shaped country. Because of the holes in the middle. 3-2. Sogard rips it into right. That is going to drop for a base hit, ground roll double. So Sogard, after falling behind 0-2, works it fully, gets his first hit of the series. And the Red Sox have their first runner on board. When that become Eswatini? It was only a few years ago. In terms of countries without any holes, the weirdest shaped. Ooh. In terms of countries without any holes. Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't that long ago. Chile's got to be up there. Chile's got to be up there. Top 5 song openings of all time. Oh, man. All right, I got to think about this one. First pitch, outside and low. All right. I'm just going to name 5 off the top of my head. Enter Sandman. Bob O'Reilly. Living on a Prayer with the Talk Box. 1-0. That's a half-hearted swing, 1-1. So that was a good pick. They're incensed by Series Skip Day next Tuesday. Why is it next Tuesday? Usually it's on a Friday. I have a 3-day weekend. Last year, high school, I had missed a class in high school that hardly ever showed up the last 2 months. Yep. Senior, I guess, is a thing. Please let me know Boston won. They're down 1-0 right now, but there's a runner on second. The game just started. Yeah, Indonesia, that also, yeah. Don't know if we count Island Nations with that. Island Nations, I'm not sure I can count that. 2-1 the count. What other, like, great song openings am I thinking of? Being scenes from an Italian restaurant. That's chopped to third, and they'll get the 5-3 out. So Red Sox leave a man on. We go top 3. McGill allows 1 hit, but gets out of it. So Chile, World Chile result again. Look, I did not know that. Yeah, so Boston, yeah, has games going on right now. SpongeBob theme? That's a good one. Weirdest shape overseas territory. D-back team? I'm going to do the game? No, I'm not doing the game tonight. No, I'm going out with friends tonight, so can't do the game. But we'll be live for 2 games tomorrow. Yeah, no name could beat it. Absolutely. Red Sox won. What? The Red Sox, the game is still happening. It just started. They won last night. If you're talking about last night, they won last night. 54 for High Friday and 73 Tuesday. Oh, that makes sense then. That makes sense. Oh, an AP psychology exam was rescheduled. Yeah, then that's... Yeah, that would change a lot, obviously, because you can't miss APs. That's kind of important. Top 5 song openings. Bob O'Reilly's got me on there. Enter Sandman. Living on a Prayer. I would say Where the Streets Have No Name. And Scenes from an Italian Restaurant. Hey, Christmas on a Trip Like a Dog. Yep, that is true. And that's a good top 5. I'm okay with that. I'll probably revise it a little bit, but I'm okay with that. Answer the one fully. Yes. Yep. Yeah, those are the 5. Those are the 5. And if you are a fan of the Red Sox or the Mets, we do have the emojis in the chat. You can show us for either one teams. We said a sneak peek. Oh, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it. The the worst college teams right now are Kent State and Akron. I would say right now. New Mexico State's up there too. How many days this winter have had a high of 48 or less in Phoenix? It's not been many. Not been many. The league's competition committee and player health and safety committees voted to ban the tush push. But again, there's no injuries. There's no injuries. The only injury that happened was with the Giants because they never ran the play. A live action Lilo Stitch, I will be there. I'm going to wait on the reviews, but I will be there. I'm a bit skeptical because of the changes they've made, and also it costs only $100 million to make, so I'm a bit worried it's going to be very cheap. Because it was supposed to be a Disney Plus movie. $100 million is nothing. I want that very clear. $100 million for a Disney movie is nothing. For any major studio, for a guaranteed blockbuster, $100 million is nothing. Why do teams want it banned? Because they can't stop it. Teams want it banned because it's basically one team runs it really, really well. Monster Art's a good pick, too. Geography Grid? I would not play Geography Grid. I've not seen Final Destination Bloodline. I've not seen that. Down low, 1-1. So second time through the order now. Lindor had the leadoff double last time. Marte and Soto. Second time through the order for Crochet. First time through allowed 1 run. This season, opponents getting on just 21% of the time. Second time through and hitting just 169 on him. So he sells into the game nicely. 1-2 the count. Right, too bad to learn to stop it or leave. Yep. That's how I view it. That's how I view it. Grounder to third, 5-3 out. So Lindor, after getting the leadoff double last time, Mets do not get the leadoff man on board this time. That'll be the first out. Right, Daisy, very big budget. Original Lilo and Stitch was cheap and made a lot of money. Yep. It's actually adjusted for inflation. Adjusted for inflation, this movie's actually cheaper than the original. So there's no villain. I think Bubbles will be the villain. I think Bubbles is going to be the villain. I think it's going to be less about the space stuff and more about the family stuff. Which I'm okay with. But Marte looks at that one right down the middle. 0-1 the count. How's it going, Dave? Welcome to the chat. Do I think the Sox will get better? I think so. I think they just they're going to get 1 run. Yeah, switch 2. We'll see. We'll see. 0-1 Marte checks his swing. Did not go around. 1-1 the count. That pitch in the dirt. Yeah, Charles wrote yes to ban. They did. It's the idea that there's one team that runs it way better than anyone else, and that team that just won the title. And we have a chance to get rid of it and nerf them a little bit. Fouled off 1-2. Baseball grid, geography grid every morning. We go from jock to nerd. In the end of the decision, a center ends did not matter. I'm not sure you can say that. Because you pitch differently. You pitch differently based on that. Yeah, Doofus Evil again. Yeah. It wouldn't be the same if it wasn't. Because again, a lot of people did not watch Milo Murphy's Law. A lot of people did not watch Milo Murphy. So I think a lot of people would just be confused if he wasn't evil. Do the owners vote on behalf of the entire team? Yes. Yes, they do. Johnster with the 5. I'll get you on the Pirates game. Appreciate you, man. 1-2. That one right to second. 4-3 out. So Marte 0 for 2 today. Allison Soto at the bat. Struck out looking last time. Never took the bat off his shoulder last time. But Johnster with the 5. I really appreciate you, man, as always. Again, you make the calls. Awfully close right now. Fact or fiction? The Apple TV deal doesn't happen. MLS has a legit chance to pass NBA in viewership by 2030. I would say fiction. I think the thing that's always going to hinder MLS is that the NBA will forever be the #1 basketball league in the world. I think that there's something like that we as Americans view, like, okay, like NFL, you're watching the best football league in the world. MLB, you're watching the best baseball league in the world. Not even close. NBA, NHL, you're watching the best league in the world. MLS will never be the best league in the world. It's not possible. Not to say it's not a great league. It obviously is. A lot of high quality. That the play has improved tremendously. 1-2 on the breaking ball. Soto is not taking the bat off his shoulder in 6 pitches. But there's something about, okay, why support MLS when it's not the best league in the world versus NBA when it's the best league? 1-2. Soto again. You gotta bench him. You gotta bench Soto. He hasn't swung the bat. Soto's not swung the bat. He has literally not swung the bat. Like, I don't know if he's hurt or not. because he has literally not swung the bat. And that was a good pitch to hit, too. That was not off speed. You got to bench Soto. You got to bench Soto. It's getting insane. Feels like Premier League's more popular in the U.S.? Oh, absolutely. Well, the TV deal's better. The branding's better, the TV deal's better. Yeah, Soto, I think you got to pull him. I think you got to pull him. He has literally not moved the bat off his shoulder. He's not swinging at anything. He's literally not swinging at anything. Right, MLS is never going to be within Europe's top. I don't know about top 5 leagues. I don't know about that. But never bigger than Premier League. Absolutely. Clock should keep running even at halftime, second half, 60. Nah. Because then what about stoppage time? MLS squad on the Messi deal? I think so too. I think they tried to grow the game too much. They missed the forest for the trees. I think they're trying to grow the game too much internationally with the Apple TV deal, make it more accessible for the international fans, which hurts the American fans. Because now you can't watch every game at the same time. You could before. Games aren't taking place in the afternoons anymore, so you're losing a lot of the family fan bases as well. Because all the games start at night now. Braves for the Gardens? Absolutely. Braves are playing really good baseball this late. Braves are playing really good baseball, actually. And obviously with the Apple TV deal behind the paywall and everything, it's not great. Yeah, Frank has said that once Soto has effing quit. Yep. He says a lot of other things, but I actually kind of agree with Frank on that one. You can't not swing the bat. It's one thing to strike out twice, but not swing the bat either time. On any pitch. Or down the middle. 1-0 the count. Again, the third inning is where things have imploded this season for McGill. This season, the third inning, an ERA of 7.27, a .468 on-base percentage. He's got Narvaez, Rafaela, and Duran in the 8-9-1 spots. Yeah, you're not merging MLS and Premier League. That's impossible, too, because promotion relegation for England. That would be impossible. Someone at Josh has done as their least favorite Drake and Josh. That's like the best one. High point would be higher than 10 or lower. Oh, fiction on that. It's very hard. Big South has never been ranked higher than 11. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. How is Josh's done the least favorite? No, that's like one of the best of all time. That had such a dynamic to Drake and Josh relationship, and a lot of great lines in that one, and a happy ending, and a great lesson. Like, I don't know why people hate that, or why someone would hate that one. That's considered one of the classics. That's like up there with the Rainstorm episode, Thunderstorm. Fouled off 1-2. Well, what year would I quit YouTube in a year? Wouldn't be a year. I don't have a year in mind. I'm gonna keep working until I die, because I can't imagine, like, my work is okay. Talk football. That could slow down at some point, but I can't imagine ever quitting. What would it take for MLB, NBA, or NHL to not be the most popular league in their respective sport in the world? 1-2 downstairs, 2-2. I think it would probably take... The only thing I could see is probably Saudi owners, oil money, something like that, at buying up the talent. Buying up the talent and making their own league. Other than that, I can't see it. 2-2, downstairs, full count to Narvaez. Wait a few years, Messi's either retired or back in Argentina and USL starts 7 Pro Rel. Oh, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. This is a Josh shouldn't have given up his life improvements just because Drake apologized. Well, I think he valued the friendship he has with Drake. I think he realized how much Drake means to me. Because the whole point, 3-2, is that shot foul. The whole point was that he always liked Drake. He just thought he was being taken advantage of. But once Drake realized, oh, I'm taking advantage of him too much, I get it. All right, Golden, so appreciate you, man. Josh Allen's done. It's worked out so well for Live Golf. Well, they didn't get everyone. They didn't get everyone with Live. They didn't get everyone. Probably you got to get everyone. And you can't mess up the tradition. 3-2 in there for a called strike 3. The leadoff man sit down once again. Right, Lee goes into a long lockout. That could also happen. Yep. That's also a good thing, like a work stoppage. I'll put it this way. If Liv got Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, if they got all those guys, we might get a different conversation. So I'll also put it this way. People watched the NFL in 1987, but when the strike happened and they put replacement players out there, they were clearly not up to snuff. The ratings plummeted. So I could see that potentially. One other count, yeah, as like team tour, I could see that. But to the Golf League full, why? The ratings are great. I can't believe the ratings are double what they expected it to be. They're adding a seventh team. They're adding a Detroit-based team. Yeah, where do we go from here after I do every story from 2035? Yes. 1-1 the count. Yeah, any clip show doesn't work. Clip shows don't work. They're just filler episodes. And there's no point to them anymore in the streaming age. 1-1, they're a product of its time. Chop Val 1-2. Like the Sweet Life finale being the last episode of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody being a clip show was awful. Start the clock at 45 and count down. They do that in college. I don't hate it. I want us to go. What am I giving up? NHL. Only because I don't have a favorite team in the NHL. But I love watching hockey. 1-2 in there for called strike 3. Raffaello's looking at that one. Back-to-back strikeouts for McGill. Back to the top of the order we go. Again, the third inning usually bad for McGill, but he's been money so far. First two men set down. He's got an ERA of 8 this month. But he couldn't tell it the first time through the order. Second time through, though, it gets a little bit interesting. Yeah, just been a clip show. Yeah, it's there's season 1 and some clunkers. It was a different show at that point. Season 1 was basically a different show. Breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 the count. Well, the Rick and Morty clips show when they just made up fake clips. That was good. Yeah, first Simmons one. Yeah, the first one. Second time through the order, McGill allowing guys to get on 38% of the time. So he does struggle second time through relatively speaking, but he's been good so far. First time through the order, allowed just one base runner. Obviously, no runs allowed. No runs allowed. 1-1 the count. Devers in the on-deck circle. Durant keep the line moving. He's going to ground that one past the third baseman for a base hit. Second straight inning. Now the Red Sox get a man on with 2 out. Yeah, 2 hits and a baby. Yep. We go to Devers. The April Fool's Simpsons clip show you. Any other NFL concert controversies? Oh, many. I haven't gotten to all of them, but you'd be surprised how many controversies there were. Not like injury-wise, but the Saints had one at the Superdome, I want to say back in the late 80s. They had one. I think it involved U2. I'm not 100% confident, but there's a lot of concert controversies. There's one I haven't gotten into because I can't find the footage of the game, enough footage of the game, but there was one, first pitch in there, 0-1, that the Beach Boys were performing, and the NFL didn't realize the Beach Boys were doing a concert. So the Giants basically, they're all from a while ago. Yeah, they're all from a while ago. Basically, long story short, I might do it next year. But long story short, the schedule came out. Pickoff play. The most recent one, I don't know off the top of my head. Most recent one. Right, famous got one of them, Super Bowl 38, yep. So to say with the Yankees, should he even stay with the Yankees? I mean, the Yankees use that money to get free. They use that money to get some pretty good players. Bellinger, Goldie, I mean, I think it worked out pretty well for the Yanks. I think for his sake, he should have stayed. 0-1 the count. But no, I don't think anyone's a problem with that, Zippy. I don't think anyone has a problem with that. But the thing with the schedule, I think it was 1985 or 86. He went around 0-2. The Niners opened up against the Eagles. And the Niners played on Sunday. Giants played Monday. San Francisco Giants. And the Giants are like, wait a sec, you can't open up the season at home on Sunday because we have a we have a game that day on Monday in the morning or the afternoon because it's Labor Day. And before that, we got a Beach Boys concert. Oh crap! No, yep, Schefter just tweeted it. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, he really did. Yep, Schefter just tweeted it. Colts put out a statement. Oh my goodness. 1-2 upstairs 2-2. Oh my goodness. I know he hasn't looked the greatest as of late, but oh my god. So young too. 66? Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Full count. Was he at the owners' meetings? Was he there? Was Jim Irsay there today? Like, how did he... Full count here. That one into right field, but easily playable out there for Soto. That's not for anyone, let alone an owner. Red Sox have a man on. We go top 4. Probably gonna say like the new owner. You'll see how she does. Devers flies out to right. Was he at the owners' meetings? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. That is awful. It's way too young. What happened? We don't know yet. We don't know. Wow. I don't want to speculate how it happened, but it didn't look like he was in the best of shapes, but man. Wow. That is I don't think he had cancer. Not that I know of. Did he have cancer? No. No, he had surgery last year for a back issue. But he donated money to cancer research. But he had a respiratory illness. I know that. He had a respiratory illness a while ago. But I don't know. Oh my goodness. That's... Wow. Just absolutely awful. Absolutely terrible. You know, he wasn't in the best of shape. I know that. He wasn't in the best of shape. First pitch outside to Alonso. 1-0 the count. He definitely was not in the best of shape. ESPN has not put anything on the bottom line just yet. But obviously, the Colts put out a statement. We know it's official. The Colts put out a statement. Every NFL reporters put something out. I'm waiting to see when ESPN will say anything. NFL Network. 2-0 the count. Let's see if NFL Network's covering it. Yep, NFL Network's covering it right now. We'll see how quick ESPN is to it. Yeah, just tweeted 8 hours ago about the Pacers. Yep. Alonso, base hit past the shortstop. Third time today the Mets got the leadoff man on board. And Pete Alonso is on. Right, his health was not the best. Yes, he was not a spring chicken. He was most definitely... He had some issues with his health in the past. But was he... I thought he was at the meetings earlier. And he was tweeting and all that. Because I think he voted. Yeah. Check swing downstairs. He went 0-2 to Vientos. You know, this is an ongoing situation. Obviously, we're calling the Mets Red Sox game, but obviously, this is breaking news that Irsay has passed away at 66 years old. That one chopped back to the pitcher. Will they get the play at second? They will. 1-6, fielder's choice. Suspected overdose. Oh, well, that was for the, yeah, that was for the respiratory thing, yes. That was for the respiratory thing. Carly Irsay 44. That is young for an owner. We thrust into that role immediately. Terren's up to bat with 1 out. You know, he had some drug issues. He definitely had some drug issues. But did someone said might have been he took a nap and then died in his sleep? I mean, if that's how you go out, that's a good way to go out. If you are, hopefully that's what happened. Hopefully that's what happened. For his sake, I hope what happened is he voted, he took a nap, and died in his sleep. That's what I'm hoping. That he went out as painless as possible and just died of sleep. That's what I'm hoping. But obviously, just tragic all the way. In there for a cold strike, 1-1 the count. I'm just trying to figure out if Irsay was at the meeting. I would want Akron to win. 1-1 the count. That one in there for a cold strike, 1-2. Let's see. Like, I don't think he did interviews during the meetings. He's usually at them. 1-2 to Terren's. That one fouled off. We stay alive. In the count, 1-2. All right. Now, Irsay cared about the team. Irsay, say one about Irsay, he cared about the team. He cared about the Colts, and he did a lot of good things for the community, too. He did a lot of good things for the community as well. He was giving a lot of money away to charities and whatnot. Swing and a miss there. Terren strikes out, so leadoff man gets on board, but back-to-back outs now, and 2 out. That will send Taylor up to bat. I could not try dirt brick. I'm not really a bike person. But let's just... Obviously, this is an ongoing situation. 66 years old. Wow. First pitch in there for a cold strike. 0-1 the count. I mean, he did so much for the city of Indy. He really did. Say what you want about Irsay as an owner in terms of on the field, but he did so much for the city of Indianapolis. That's a pop fly. Caught by the second baseman. So Mets leave the leadoff man on. Mets leave the leadoff man on. We go bottom 4, 1-0 the score. When nearly died for opioids in 23, then badly injured at fault. Yep. You know, he was not in the best of health. He was not in the best of health. He was definitely not in the best condition. I know people were concerned for a while about stuff. I do remember asking a while ago if he was, like, genuinely okay. I do remember that. Wondering if he was, like, genuinely okay. He was definitely not in the best of... It's definitely not in the best of conditions. I'm just trying to figure out, like... Obviously, we're all trying to figure out how it happened. Yeah, as you should, yeah. I don't know how he died. I don't know how... Again, this is an ongoing situation. I have no idea how it happened. Hopefully, what I'm hoping is that he just took a nap and died in his sleep. That's what I'm hoping. But... We're just... But I thought he was there at the meetings. that peacefully asleep? Oh, wait, hang on. Peacefully asleep. Okay, that's good at least. That's good at least. That's good. At least, yeah, so, yeah, statement just came out. Yeah, at least it was painless, yeah. 2 separate meetings of owners and all. Yeah, they have 2 meetings. Yeah, there's a meeting in the fall winter. There's multiple meetings. There's a March meeting. There's a May meeting. They usually meet like 3 times a year. You know, he would like that one. He would like that one. Bob Barker would like that one. Well, that's a good way to honor him. First pitch breaking ball just misses downstairs. 1-0 the count. Comments and Insta are pretty bad. I mean, Insta comments are a cesspool as it is. Insta comments, you lose brain cells on that. Yeah, hopefully it's not OD. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully it's not OD. Fouled off. Second to stay in play, though. It will not go into the stands. 1-1 the count. You know, he'd like that too. Yeah, he would absolutely like that too. Yeah. I think if it's a way to honor the character that he played and touched so many lives. Or like catchphrase or whatnot. Like, I get that. I completely get that. That one. Yeah, ESPN still has nothing. It's because Schefter tweeted it out. You know, he had some. Yeah, he definitely had some issues. I don't know about coke, but he definitely had a drug problem. He definitely did drugs. Like, he was not the healthiest of individuals. Swing and a miss there by Bregman. He's up for 2 today. They could. They could, Zippy. They could. As I said, Abreu up to bat. You know, we're just trying to figure everything out in real time here. Hit 6, do a moment of silence. I don't know. I think if it was in Indiana, they will. I think for Game 3, they will. But it's a ongoing situation. 0-1 the count. At least 15 times. Yeah, he definitely had issues in the past. Yeah. Yeah, New Orleans going to be 44. Yeah. Assuming they keep it in family. I'm not sure. Will they keep it in family? Oh, no, you're good, everything. You're good. Outside 1-1. Yeah, she's now the owner of the Colts. She is now the owner. Do we, do we know if they're going to keep it in family yet? Like, I don't know, like, Colts insiders, if they know they're going to keep it in family. That one breaking ball in there. 1-2. Most worked or the fourth quarter series. No, that's awful. That's awful. You don't give. Everyone's checked out by that point. Everyone's into their college. You got to know. You got to play to your crowd. Play to your crowd. Is someone having to apologize for tweeting Simmerall and Harkar Fisher? Oh, yeah. 1-2. That one on the inside just misses 2-2. Oh, that's not 7 at a time. Yeah, we'll see. This is quite the position we thrust into. Especially because the meeting just ended. Who on the Cowboys for Jared passes? Might be Steven. Might be Steven Jones. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Abreu goes down. Back-to-back strikeouts for McGill. Having a really good outing so far. That's send Campbell up to bat. When I put out a tweet earlier today about the Pacers going to the Eastern Conference Finals. He did. He did put that out. Last thing he ever tweeted. Last thing he ever tweeted. Take a photo with. Let's see if they took a photo with at the owners' meeting. So we can figure out if he was there. Oh, on the count. Guess what? Iconic NFL playoff game. They're showing at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure they're going to show anything anymore. I don't think they're going to show anything anymore. Because this news is big enough that they're probably just going to stay live. I don't think they're going to show anything. 1-1 the count. Colts said Senate representative. Yeah, I don't know if. That's what we're all trying to figure out if he was at the meetings. Because if he died of sleep, it could have just been like a peaceful death. 1-1. In there on the inside part of the zone. 1-2. You've seen it posted on Facebook? Yeah, still nothing though on the bottom line. Still, I'm watching ESPN right now for hockey. Still nothing on the bottom line. I'm guessing Jaguars Chargers with the playoff game, but again, they're not going to show it. They're going to just stay with the Ursay news. Feel like keeping the family? Well, depends if they can afford it. 1-2. Some people don't want to be owner. It's a lot of responsibility. Or they're trying to give them check TV got. Yeah, but breaking news could change that. Does anybody say that? Yes and no. Yes and no. To that one. Right, his will, he can... Yes, he can give the Colts to someone else, but they can sell it. They can sell the Colts. Chiefs Colts 2013? How fitting. That is very fitting. All my fellow students keep trying to fight, and these two teachers have so the crazy amount of work they say they have to finish with that curriculum. Maybe you should have thought of that. You could have assigned more when stuff mattered. 1-2. That one shot foul. What news is breaking? What? Oh, you didn't. Oh, you missed it. Oh, Jim Irsay passed away. The Colts owner. And you were gone while it happened. You know, Jim Irsay passed away. The owner of the Indianapolis Colts. That's what I said was fitting. Oddly enough. So they actually might keep that game, actually. They actually might keep that one on. Because that is one of the greatest games in Colts history. 1-2. Right now, I don't think they're going to air. I think they're going to stay on. But we're still nothing on ESPN on the bottom line. Colts meeting. Let's just see. Swing and a miss. 3 straight strikeouts. Campbell. 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. His average over his last 14 games. He's now 4 for his last 56. He's dropped to 0.71 in that stretch. McGill gets out of it. Top 5. 1-0. Right after worry about money. Yep. The other thing, too, is that you have to remember. You have to remember, too. People have different career paths. Just because your dad or whatnot is the owner of a team doesn't mean you want to necessarily be the owner. Well, I'll put it this way. Let's say I own the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the only person left in my family is my sister. And I die suddenly. My sister would not want to own the Jaguars. Right, 8 hours ago he tweeted, good luck to the Pacers. Yep, 8 hours ago he tweeted. I love how no one knows whether he was at the meeting or not. Because it could have been a morning vote, because it was a morning vote, and then could have taken a nap afterwards. And then go out to dinner at night. That was the plan. So, right, Carlos already fairly involved. In that case, it probably will stay in there. Yeah. Right now, they're going to allow family grid. Yeah. Yeah, no, it was sudden. It was sudden. 65 like that. 65, 66 is very sudden. Was Irsay sick? He had some drug issues. He had some drug issues in the past. He had been to rehab before. He had surgery before. A respiratory problem a few years ago. Right now, the thing just happened. Just broke like 20 minutes ago. But yeah, Penn McAfee tomorrow going to be a morning show. I think you're right on that one. I think you're right on that one. Red Sox game is still going on. It's 1-0 top of the 5th. We're about halfway through this one. Both pitchers looking good so far. Again, tomorrow we're going to be live for the Blue Jays game against the Padres, and we're going to be live for the game between, well, right now it's Guardians Tigers. All good, Kev. All good. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, Red Sox are really strong offensively. On the count to Acuna. Or 1-0, I should say. Oh, no, it's real. The Irsay thing's real. The Colts tweeted it out. Everyone's posted at this point. No, the Colts put out a statement. No, it's 100. It's legit. Little Sports Center Night, yeah. Well, you think there's something on the bottom line? You would think there'd be something on the bottom line at least, like a breaking news thing. 1-2 fouled off. And then I'll watch for the game rerun. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't know because Chiefs Colts is one of the most iconic playoff games of all time, and that was a great moment for the Colts. So that might be one of the few they actually could, potentially. 1-2 chopped. Acuna will get on board. Can't make the play at third. Would have been a barehanded grab by Bregman. A tough play. That's a base hit. Infield single. 4 of 5. Leadoff men have gone on board. Jim Irsay, $3, and Crawley's most involved with the Colts. And that would be... And I think she'd be the one. Yeah. Yeah, if she wants to keep in family, and they got the finances, by all means. By all means. That's a base hit there for Acuna. Needed that one. Acuna's been really, really struggling as of late. Had not had a hit since May 12th. Was 0 for his last 9 before that. You know, breaking... Yeah, we're figuring everything out in real time with Irsay, but... I mean, he went into sleep. I'm not sure we're going to get any more updates necessarily, because he went into sleep. No, Weaver did not. Weaver did not. Who's going to hear the Colts? I think it's going to be Carly. You know, anytime a prominent figure dies, Wikipedia gets, like, the next hour or two. It's heavily moderated. And there are going to be some stuff. No, that's Robert Irsay. No, Jim Irsay did not move him. Jim Irsay did not move him. 0-1 count. No, that's not true. That's not true. Or is it a wheelchair on the Colts? Jaguars came back in January. Check swing, but he went 0-2 the count. You know, he wasn't in the best of health during that. You know, Robert Irsay was the one that moved him. Jim Irsay was always in Indianapolis. Now, Robert Irsay is considered by many to be one of the worst owners of all time. Jim Irsay loved the Colts, and he loved Indianapolis. Robert Irsay was the one that moved the team. Bob was just like a teenager back then. 0-2 count to Beatty. Got a hit last time up, but he's behind 0-2 here. We're going to ground it to second. 4-6. Can Beatty beat it out? He can. It's not a great throw. Fielder's choice for the first out. It's a one-hop throw by the shortstop. Easily could have been 2. With a better throw. Beatty gets on board, but there is an out. And now we go back to the top of the order. Yeah, that was his dad, yes. The one that moved the Colts was his dad. Yes. Wayne Weaver's up there. Yeah, Wayne Weaver, because he sold the team a while ago. He sold the team back in 2011. Yeah, he's 90. He's exactly 90. When did Jim take over? I think it was like the 90s. When did he take over the Colts? Yeah, 97. 97. He took him over. First pitch down low. It's a ball. Runner's going to go. And Beatty successfully steals. So Mets have a runner in scoring position. 2-0 the count. Brett Beatty gets just his second stolen base of the season. His first since April 18th against the Cardinals. Beatty gets on board there. If you're just joining us to do Mets Red Sox, but also at the same time, we are covering the news, the breaking news that happened in the NFL. Owner of the Colts, Irsay, has passed away. He was at the Colts for basically his whole life, yeah. Yeah, Jim drafted Peyton, yes. Jim drafted Peyton. Yeah, let's see if MLB Network's showing it. Let's see if they're showing the game. If they're going to stay on the news. You know, they're staying on the news. They're not showing the game. They're not showing it. 3-1 the count. Lindor got on board the first time. I think they're... That one in there on the inside corner. Full count. Where Irsay was Manning, Luck, Lucas Oil, Sam. Yes. Irsay kept that team in Indy. Irsay saved that team from moving. And he did so much good for the city and for cancer research. Like, say you want about Irsay and his demons and whatnot, but he was a genuinely good guy, it felt like. He felt like one of the few owners that felt like a genuinely good guy who really cared about the team in every way. That one's fouled off. Right, could be a couple weeks fouled off the cause, yes. Yeah, I don't think they're showing the game. I think they're just going to keep it on the news, which makes tons of sense. Marvin, Steve Levy? No, they're not. They're not related. Full count. He was 100 on August 3rd. That is crazy. At that point, just celebration of life. 3-2 fouled off. We stay alive again. Long at bat here. Crochet had 77 pitches. Figure he'll be in line to go at least 6. Remaining calls for the 90s Braves. Yep. They were. 3-2. That one fouled off down the left field line. Lindor got under it. 115 is a lot. 115 is a lot, but he's in good health right now. You know, Jim Irsay just about 30 minutes ago died in his sleep at least. At least if you're going to go in your sleep. So at least that's good, but say way too young. 3-2. Lindor leaping play at left. Misplayed at first. Duran did. That'll be the second out. Hard hit ball. Hard hit ball. Duran makes the leaping grab. That's 2 out. Marte up to bat with the runner in scoring position. The Mets have left so many on in scoring position today. Yep, no man can be clear. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, right now they're doing a retrospective on Irsay on NFL Network. Doing some on Peyton Manning. Marte up to bat. He's 0 for 2 today. Josh Allen's 28 today. Only 28 years old. My God. We're going to be dealing with him with a long time. First pitch in there on the bottom part of the zone. 0-1 the count. They called sit out by Indy longer than in Baltimore. That is true. That is true. They weren't in Baltimore for, they were like, what, 28 years or whatnot? Goodell just put out a statement on Irsay. Inside 1-1. Yep, NFL just put some out. Yeah, Goodell. I'll read the statement on the air. We were deeply saddened to learn of Jim Irsay's passing today. Jim was a friend and a man deeply committed to his family, the game, the Colts, and the Indianapolis community. Has there ever died mid-game? Yes. I believe Burt Bell did. I think Burt Bell actually died mid-game. 1-2 the count. Yeah, 29 makes more sense. T-Law's 26. Yep, he's only, 5 days older than Tyler Shuck? You know, mid-season's happened many times. Al Davis died mid-season. He died right before the Raiders played the Texans back in 2011. But, yeah, Burt Bell died middle of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Fly ball, deep center field, but underneath it is Rafaela. Mets leave a runner in scoring position. Again. We go bottom 5, 1-0. Yep. Yeah, I wasn't going crazy with Burt Bell, yep. Who wins the Colts now? Carly Irsay. I think it wins the Colts now. We go bottom 5, still 1-0. And Hess died. Did Hess die mid-game of the Jets? No, he didn't die mid-game. I think he was hospitalized mid-game. I think Hess was hospitalized mid-game. If I'm not mistaken. Right, summertime mid-season. Yeah, that was like July 2010. Wait. I know Hess didn't die mid-game, but Leon Hess. Colts play Dolphins week 1. Yep. She didn't like Tony Khan. You don't hear about her, which is a good sign, because Tony Khan is nuts. Leon Hess. I feel like he died he didn't die mid-game. But there was something with him. Where he was hospitalized in the middle of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, this is bugging me. I can't. Man. No, it wasn't that. Where? I'm sure I'll find it at some point. Coach ever died mid-season? Not in a while. But yeah, Vince Lombardi died mid-season with Washington. That happened. Don McCafferty Don McCafferty died midseason. It hasn't happened in a while. Has not happened in a while, but Don McCafferty, he was the head coach of the Lions. Well, he was the coach of the Colts back when they won the Super Bowl. And then in 73 was the coach of the Lions. And then 74, he died right before the season started. When did Don McCafferty die? Yeah, he died like he died preseason. First pitch of Sogard. That one in there for a called strike. Gill some money today. So yeah, it's happened a few times. Not in a while, though. Has not happened in a while. The 0-1. Outside one. Now, assistants have, but head coaches, it's been a while. Yeah, but the statement reads, "We are deeply saddened to learn of Jim Irsay's passing today. Jim was a friend and a man deeply committed to his family, the game, the Colts, and the Indianapolis community. He spent his life 1-1 pitch chopped back to McGill. He's going to misplay that. It's a bad throw. So Sogard gets on board with a leadoff single. That will be a hit. Right, Lombardi died right. It was like a few days before. I think it was like a week before. Sogard's on board. Leadoff man on for the Red Sox. Spent his life and career in the National Football League. Starting as a teenager as a Colts ball boy, he learned every position in the organization before assuming leadership at the Colts approximately 30 years ago. Jim's Colts won the Super Bowl, hosted another, and built Lucas Oil Stadium. Within the league, Jim was an active chairman of the Legislative Committee, a member of the Finance Committee. He led with integrity, passion, and care for the Colts players, coaches, and staff. And his courageous work in support of mental health will be a lasting legacy. Outside of football, he was a talented musician and with an extraordinary collection of historical and musical artifacts that he shared with people across the country." Oh yeah, the guitar collection. Can't forget the guitar collection that he had. 0-1 the count. "On behalf of the entire NFL, I extend my heartfelt condolences to Jim's daughters and their families, and to his many friends throughout the NFL." That's a pretty good statement. That's a pretty good statement. 0-1 count to Trevor Story. That one in there for a called strike. 0-2. Other coaches that die mid-season. Like, it's been a while. Will we attribute to him in Indy? I think so. Yes, I think so. Was Jim the last time the Baltimore Colts left in the NFL? That's a great question. I mean, it's been over 40 years. I would assume yes. I would assume yes on that. Want to drive more carefully in horrible weather? Yeah, weather is the great equalizer and everything. Swing and a miss. He was very late on that one. Story strikes out in the upper corner. And what an outing so far for McGill. McGill, 10 strikeouts thus far. It's been a phenomenal outing for him. So now just 3 hits. He struck out 10. 7 of the 9 guys in the Sox lineup have gone down today on strikes. I mean, he donated a lot. He donated a lot of money to cancer research and mental health. He donated a lot of money. Mario Lopez price for listing dropped today. Ooh, I want to see how that one went. First pitch fouled off 0-1. So McGill, 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Most he's had a game so far this season is 10 against the Phillies back on April 21st. That 5-4 win. Those curious, the most he's had in his career in a game. Well, it also is 10. He's done it twice. Did a Subway Series game in 21. Did earlier this season against the Phils. So 11 will be a new career high for him. I know, he obviously, he did not take great care of his body, but he donated so much money to noble causes and whatnot. 0-1. That one in there for a called strike. 0-2. I will there make my sandwich. All good. All good. Yeah, we can't do overtime tonight because I'm going out with friends afterwards. But 0-2 the count. Who's for the Colts? I think it's going to be Carly Ursay. They haven't announced anything yet, but it's probably going to be Carly Ursay for this season. My doctor was glad to hear that I've been losing weight and eating drink better. That's awesome. Grounder to second. 6. Ooh, can't make the backhanded flip. Cannot make the backhanded flip to Acuna. Would have been a tough play there. Was hard hit to Lindor, and he can't make the flip to Acuna. So now runners on first and second. Narvaez gets on board. Not sure what they're going to rule that as. But Rafaela coming up. Was the exchange as it was falling down. Tough barehanded flip, and was not able to get to Acuna in time. Too far out stretch. Had a phone point so we couldn't see me or anything. That's all good. You get the same results. You can do the phone as long as it's not the checkup and everything. Still waiting for a ruling there. Rafaela coming up. First pitch on the bottom part of the zone just misses down low, 1-0 the count. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button. Subscribe really does help us out on the channel. As we're calling this game between the Mets and the Red Sox. 1-0 the count. That one downstairs 2-0. Slow game? Started what, 6:45? It's 8:15? No, 90 minutes through 5. That's pretty good pace. 90 through 5 is pretty good. So, it's not bad. Slow game is anything above an hour 40 after 5. Did that hit him? Did Rafaela get hit or was that the knob of the bat? They're going to award him first base. They're going to say it hit him. I was like, wait a sec. That ball hit the knob of the bat. Hang on a second. Mets might challenge this. Mets might challenge. Let's double check. Did this hit the knob of the bat? Or did it hit the elbow? Obviously, knob of the bat. It's 2-1. Elbow, bases are full. With just 1 out. It looked from that angle like it hit the elbow. I don't think they're going to challenge it. So McGill was dealing, again, 10 strikeouts, tied for a career high. But now he's in a bit of a jam. 79 pitches, he'll have a mound visit here. And now it's going to be third time through the order for McGill. A down or two a died start, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, it's good that you're cutting it out. It's good that you're cutting it out. The Mets are going to be calling up the pen, but you got to leave McGill in. Seeing as the pen is not warm just yet. That's a fiction on that. I think it's still soda. Duran 1 for 2 today. He has a hit in 7 of his last 8 games. Base is full here. Launches that one into right field. That's got a chance. Back at the wall and making the play at the track will be Soto. The crowd got on their feet for that one. It will be enough to bring in the runner. The runner from second goes over to third. Runner from first holds. 1-1 the score. 2 out. A loud out number 2. Everyone got up on their feet for that one, too, as Durant with a sac fly. We go to Devers now. With runners on the corners, a chance for the Red Sox to take the lead. Not eat a whole pizza on 200? Yeah, I wish I could eat it. Like, I could eat a whole pizza, I just know I shouldn't. I just know I shouldn't. But I could eat a whole pizza easily. It's really bad. I could eat a whole pizza. If I had no restraint. I'm like, yeah, I could order an entire pie. I really could. Devers 0 for 2 today. Devers hit a home run yesterday in the 5th inning. That got everything started for the Red Sox. They were scoreless the first 4 innings. In the 5th inning, they got 2 home runs. First pitch down low, 1-0 the count. Devers red hot as of late, even though he's 0 for 2 today. He has a homer in 3 of his last 4 games. And he has been hitting above 400 since the end of April. What is that one? 1-1 the count? You basically had a whole pizza? Yep. Like, piece of different pizza? Oh, okay. I'm usually like, I'm not a snacker. I think that's my thing. I'm not a snacker. So, I'll eat a big meal, but that'll be like the only thing I eat. I'll do like breakfast and then like a big dinner. Like a whole pizza or whatnot. Like a Grimaldi's 18-inch, I can down that easily. 2 on the count, and I do, routinely. But I think that, I mean, that's basically meant for one person, depending on where you are. 2 on the count. I'm pretty sure all you guys tuning in. Yeah, mental health, that'll do it. That's a wild pitch. It's a runner going to go. He's going to go back to third. He's going to go back to third. Was thinking about it. Was definitely thinking about it. Trying to come home, but nice job there by Terens, making it not go all the way to the backstop. Was not the best pitch. Soda caffeine? Yeah, I'm not a soda guy. I'm not a caffeine guy. So, actually works out all right. Yeah, I know a lot of people that like, once something happens, just mental health can make you eat and whatnot. Runner does go to second, though. So now 2 on in scoring position. The runner from first goes to second. 3-1 the count. First base was open, so it's not the worst idea to walk Nevers. Or Devers, potentially. It's not the worst idea. Don't think it meant to happen. But I think McGill's going to be done. I think McGill might be done. 85 pitches. A career-high 10 strikeouts. Brazoban is in the pen. Is this going to be it? It will be. A good outing for McGill, all things considered. Again, he had a very rough month before this. His last 3 games, his ERA in the month of May was 8.76. But struck out at 10. The 5th inning, it kind of imploded. But even though he's responsible for all the men on base right now, it is just a 1-1 game. 50 states, 50 days tour. I don't get the point of it. I don't get the point. Unless they're going to do stuff in the States, that could be pretty cool. Where, like, you're going to different places and, you'll do, like, segments from there and, like, explain, like, the history of it. But unless it's that, I mean, I'm not crazy about it. Yeah, 2 meals a day, pretty good. Yes. Yes. Well, it's not that I'm trying to cut. It's more just natural for me to do it that way. Ali Coca had one of the biggest transformations. Well, was he a mukbanger? I know there was that one guy that posted mukbang videos for like 2.5 years. He pre-scheduled the vids and then he put on another video like, yeah, that was all pre-done. I've lost like 300 pounds. I told you I could do it. Half-ton man? Oh my god. How do you even live at 1,000 pounds? For, like, any point? How does your body even function at 1,000 pounds? I honestly don't know how it's possible. Yeah, Nico... Yes. Yes. Yep, Nico Cabo. That's the guy, yes. That's the guy. Yeah, it's essentially next to be 1,000 pounds. See the direct face when I'm looking through his videos, they show his face. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, 12 a day is not healthy for anyone. 0-1 the count. So Brazoban coming in to inherit this bases loaded jam as McGill's day is done. That one on the outside part of the zone, 0-2. Yep. Pretty much. Brazoban, last time he pitched was May 18th. This is his first game of this series. That one in the dirt. Went 1 inning, 1 hit, 2 walks last time against the Yanks. He's been very sharp this season. ERA sub-1. You figure he's going to go the 5th and the 6th. He's gone 2 innings before. You figure he's going to go 5th and the 6th here. 1-2 to Bregman. Fouled off. I know, yeah. I mean, Taft could have been a bathtub, and he was, like, the heaviest president ever. So this guy's 3 times that weight. Plus 5'6", and then got lazy and gave the weight again. Oh, my God. I think it was 560 pounds and then gained it all back. After a gastric bypass? Oh. That's why usually they make you... Like, usually for gastric bypass, they make you, like, show that you can lose weight on your own before you do it. Two. That one shot foul, we stay alive. Even see he gained again? Oh my god. That's insane to me. That's insane. Right, no, Boogie's never going to lose weight. No, Boogie just makes excuses for everything. He is the lolcal of all lolcals. 2-2. Bregman chops it foul again. Long at bat. Well, I can't do fasting, because fasting I get migraines if I fast. It's pitch number 8 of the at-bat to Bregman. I know Boogie. Yeah, Wing's also another lolcal. Oh, yeah. You know, Boogie, that's a... Still a documentary on him. That was insane. Just threw it all away for what? I can't ever imagine, like, having that kind of... That money and fame and just throwing it all away like that. No, it's hard, right, it's hard to keep weight off. Obviously, it's hard to keep weight off. It's way easier to gain than lose, but 560 pounds, that's a little bit different. 2-2. That one downstairs, full count. Right, 100 pounds over 20 years. Yeah, that's very different. That's very different. Right, again, I'm not the person that should be talking about like that kind of stuff. I'm definitely not the healthiest person at all. Full count, Brazoban, check swing. He went! I think it was in the zone anyways. Brazoban gets to have a bases loaded jam. Lengthy at bat, but he does his job. It's 1-1. We go top 6. Yes, rest up. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that's very natural. That's very natural. So Bregman strikes out. Let's have a jam. As long as yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Brazoban's been money this year. Again, ERA below 1. His last 9 outings, he is not allowed a run. He's allowed just 3 hits. Here's up by 7. Oh, boy. And appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, hit the like button. Again, we are not doing OT tonight. We're not doing overtime. So just keep that in mind. We're not doing overtime. Say I'm going out tonight. So Soto, Alonso, Vientos. The heart of the order here for the Mets. A lot of run, but it was unearned. Yes. Yes. No earned runs allowed. No earned runs allowed. The only Super Bowl where the winning team scored less touchdowns than the losing team. Oh, that's a great question. The winning team scored... Was it Super Bowl? Was it 16? So it was 26-21. It was 26-21 that game. Because it could be, yeah, because 26, that's 4 field goals, 2 touchdowns. I think Super Bowl 16. I think it's Bengals scored 3, because Dan Ross had a pair that game, late. And the Niners, I think, had 2 touchdowns and 4 field goals. Oh, let's go. Let's go. That's a great question. That's a great question. Definitely wasn't this last Super Bowl, I know that. Anxiety make you lose weight? It depends on the person. Depends on the person. So some people with anxiety, it's different strokes for different folks. Some people stress eat. I'm a stress eater. And some people don't eat anything when they're stressed. So, depends on the person. 0-1 count to Soto. He looks at that one. That is 9 straight pitches Soto has looked at without taking the bat off the shoulder. You know, I gain with anxiety. He's adjusting his gloves. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, you need to adjust the gloves. You didn't swing the bat. Yes, sir. You need to just take time out. Adjust your gloves. You literally haven't done anything. Adjust your gloves. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. All right, he finally swings, but it's on a pitch in the dirt. Good job. He finally swings as if the worst of the 10 pitches he's seen. Literally the worst of the 10 pitches he saw is the one he decides, I'm going to swing the bat here. I'm finally going to swing the bat. And it was on a pitch in the dirt. Impressive. Honestly impressive, Soto. How's it going, Joe? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate tuning in. You had to start first, sir. Yes. Man. And Crochet's done. Crochet is done for 5 1/3. They had him face Soto. They're going to take him out now. Crochet, another good outing for him. He allows just 1 run in 5 1/3. Strikes out 5. 2 Super Bowls where the first score was a safety. 9 and 48. 9 and 48. That one's easy. It was LC Greenwood. It's white. And then Super Bowl 48 was over the head of the center. It was Super Bowl 9. It was 2-0 at the half. Yeah, healthy food. Yeah, if you like healthy food, that's easy enough then. That's easy enough. You want to become the next Javi Baez. Yep. This is really bad with Soto. This is really bad. If 46 was also, yeah. So they're 3? That's 3 then. That's 3. Yeah, because 46 was grounding. Yeah, Super Bowl 46 also, yeah, so it's 3 of them. It's 3 of them. Let's see how Frank's reacting. I mean, I think he's at the Knicks game. Juan Soto is an effing bum, a Yankee plant. All right, he's reacting well. He's reacting well to Soto just being really bad all of a sudden. But new pitcher coming in, it's Liam Hendricks for the Red Sox. So now it's up to the bullpen for both these teams. Hendricks, his first season pitching with Boston. Last time out, not great against the Braves. 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 runs. This first outing since that series. Oh, yeah, so yeah, Super Bowl 9, 46, 48. Yep. AOV is really bad. AI is good for some stuff. It's not good for that. The reliance on AI gets insane at times. 0-1, that pitch misses outside to Alonso. 1-1 the count. So Liam Hendricks, the 3-time All-Star. ERA shot up from sub-2 to 3.38 after that last game that he pitched against Atlanta. That pitch misses way outside. 2-1 the count. High-scoring game so far. High-scoring game so far with the Pacers game. Very high-scoring. Two on the count. Alonso swing and a miss. Sweeper down low, 2-2. Hendricks has gone an inning in every game but that Braves game when he pitched the 9th. And really, really struggled. I think like Penguins Sword Stars, pretty much. Angel played at the same day back then, so probably was a Penguins Sword Star game. 2-2 to Alonso. That one swing and a miss. Got him with the sweeper one more time. Nasty pitch there. Now, they're trying to argue that Alonso made contact with the ball. Now, we saw this on Sunday night. We did see this where it looked very clear that Alonso fouled that ball off. I don't think he got any of this one. Oh, no, he did. Oh, wait, he did. But that didn't hit the ground. foul tip that did not hit the ground. If I had a nickel for every time this week that Pete Alonso was involved in some sort of foul tip controversy. Now that one, he made contact, but catcher made the play. Narvaez was able to corral it before it hit the ground. So 1-1 the count. Band Geeks and Do Again the Band with the other best episodes of the show. The music. Yep. It's all about the music. All about the music. One, two. To Vientos. If Tush was failed, thank God. Thank God. There is no reason for it to have passed. It's not a safety issue. It is not a safety issue whatsoever. It is a just get good at stopping it issue. 2-2 the count. Would scoring returns be better if you let Squidward win like Bangeeks did? No. No, I don't think so. It's a good episode. I think because we wouldn't have gone the what's his name part without that. Downstairs 3-2. Like it wouldn't have been any tension after like the final 2 minutes would have been just or 3 minutes would have been just no tension. I didn't think they were gonna ban. I thought it was gonna be close. I said 23-9 was gonna be the vote. I thought it was gonna miss by 1, not by 2. When Blue Jays finish, dinner leaves $5 on the table for the waitress. That's a foul tip. That's how much the dinner costs. 3-2. I mean, because if it's a cheap place, or like $5 tip on a $20 dinner is pretty good actually. That's it's not too foul to me. Strike 3. Hendricks gets out of it. The Mets go down in order, striking out every time. We go bottom 6. Heart of the order puts up no fight. Vientos goes down. We go bottom 6. It remains 1-1. What's episode? Score should have won in? Whether he should have won in? I don't know. Like, not counting newer seasons. I think, like, the newer seasons, you feel bad for the guy. But the older seasons, like, I don't know. Yeah, Mets are like a mess right now, yep. Or just because, right, if the whole league could do it, that's a different story. But just one team can do it way better than everyone else because they're better. What's one they should have won in? I don't know. I don't know on that one. Maybe the Christmas episode? Oh, he did kind of win. Ish. The new Arizona hockey team he called in honor of Randy Johnson, the Doves. They're probably trying to get the Yotes name back. Probably go back to the Yotes name. There was something with Cucinas. There was something with the Cucino. Because that still resonates really well. The Wolves, they'll do something like that. I don't know what episode, like a win in. It's like Idiot Box. He does get to play with the box. But I do like the ending of that one. Right, scores to make banking even more sexual. Yep, it does. It does. No, it's such a good episode. For my money, it's the best episode of any TV show ever. For my money, Bang Geeks is perfect writing. 11 minutes of just flawlessness. How many states have I been to? Ooh, all right. What's the criteria? If I drove through the state but didn't stop, does that count? Well, let me think. Let me think about this one. Okay, I'm counting it that I had to stay in the state. I'm counting, I think I have to stay in the state. Like for at least a night. New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts. That one lifted into shallow center, but easily, or that's actually, well, cameraman got full on that one. Goes to second base. And Flanders fell. Yep, that's another one too. That's another one. Abreu pops out for the first out. Well, let's see. New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts. Maryland. Ooh, almost school there. Maryland, Ohio, North Carolina. I went to events in South Carolina. Yeah, no, South Carolina also. Yeah. Stayed there. Virginia. Swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. To Campbell. He's over 2 with 2 strikeouts today. If it's a day trip. Okay, yeah. If that's a day trip, it counts. Yeah. So, yeah, that. Yeah, if you're driving through, it doesn't count. It's like Georgia, I can't count. Even though I've been to Atlanta Airport and whatnot. That's up the middle. That's a base hit. That's a base hit for Campbell. Way to break your slump. Way to break your slump. He's on board with a 1-out single. Campbell, finally a base hit for him. His first one since May 13th. He was 0 for his last 17. He's on board. Right, Square made it happen. Yes, he did. Florida. I've done Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Washington State. Swing and a miss. I want to count Wisconsin for the draft. Michigan, Illinois, Tennessee, Missouri, Kansas as well, California, Hawaii, Alaska. So about half of them, I would say. Oh, one upstairs, 1-1 the count. I think it's about half. I'm sure. I don't know if I'm missing any others. I don't know if I'm missing any. It's on my head. The best part of the episode, besides the Krusty Krab Pizza song, is the fact that the house was literally right next door. They took the long way. Grounder to second. 4, 6, 3. Double play. Brazelbaum gets out of it. He might go another inning. He has not thrown a lot of pitches so far. I wonder if he will, but he has not thrown a lot of pitches. Campbell gets on board, but then Sogard immediately grounds to a double play after just 3 pitches. We go top 7. 1-1. If you like what you see, folks, hit that like button, subscribe. We're not doing overtime tonight, so this is the last chance for you to make the call. I'm going to decide which game we'll call tomorrow. Anime movie ever had a good plot twist? Absolutely. Absolutely on that one. Ever heard a good plot twist? I mean, Syndrome and Incredibles. That's gotta be a plot twist. Right? Coco. Coco with the twist villain was great. Coco, I think, is one of the best twist villains out there. Because all the damage was done beforehand. So it's not like you look at things in a different light, but you're not looking at the actions in a different light. Where it's like, wait, why did he do that? It's like, oh, this actually makes sense why he did that. And that's why people view it like this. Versus like Frozen, where yes, there's the twist villain, but the twist villain in Frozen, it's like, okay, he seems really into her. This doesn't seem like an act. This doesn't seem like a charade, like a mirage. This seems real. Like this kind of came out of nowhere. Cars 2, it's the first time I think one's ever said anything good about Cars 2. They went a little while with twist villains. Yep. I do like just the villains that are just evil for the sake of being evil. Like, I do like that. Like, Disney Renaissance, part of what made it work is that the villains just sucked. They were fun characters, but they just sucked. There was no twist with them, like Gaston, Scar, and whatnot. There's a problem with, like part of it is you make the villain look sympathetic, and then, you, like, with a character design to make it seem like they're good, and then they don't feel that menacing afterwards. Wreck-It Ralph, yep. Kevin Cash gets suspension for the ejection. I'm going to say fact on that one. I'm going to say fact. Twist villains, when done, work well. Yeah, Screenslaver was terrible. Screenslaver was... I remember nothing about Screenslaver. I love the movie, too. But Screenslaver was like, oh, here it comes. This is the twist villain. We all know it. We can all see it. And that's also why... I think the plot twist... I think the plot twist in Inside Out is that there is no plot twist. That threw me for a loop. Hendrick's staying out there. Like, if you really think about it. Zootopia, yeah. The thing with Inside Out, when you see Bing Bong for the first time, you're like, oh, here's a twist villain. We all know it. Happens every time. Here's a twist villain. This random guy who just wants to help this random large character. Pink, it's just like Toy Story 3 with the bear. It's like, this guy is clearly here to mess things up for joy and sadness. Outside 3-0. And then you see the ending. And it's like, oh, wait. Oh, crap. Bing Bong died. Like, no. No, not Bing Bong. 2-2. Like, oh, I thought for sure he was a twist villain. Like, I think that was the biggest plot twist. I think that one of the plot twists is that there was no plot twist in Inside Out. It's like, oh, Bing Bong's just a genuinely good guy. And it made it one of like the hardest hitting deaths in any movie ever. 2-2 the count. So I think most people would have thought that. I think most adults would have thought that Bing Bong was a twist villain going in. 3-2, full count here. It's like, here's this cute elephant you didn't advertise at all. Why are they not in any of the promos or anything interacting with any of them? It's because they're the villain. 3-2. That one into center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Terrence gets him over the second hit of the day. We go to Taylor now. Leadoff man getting on board. That's not been an issue. How's it going, Joe? Welcome to the chat. Was busy at last night's Spurs game. Had time to tune tonight. Perfect. We're not doing OT tonight, but we are going to be live for the end of this game. I appreciate all you guys being here for this one. Like what you see, folks. Hit that like button. Subscribe really does help us out on the channel. First pitch by Hendricks to Taylor. That one down low. 1-0 the count. Taylor 0 for 2 today. He's 2 for 9 this series. He's 2 for his last 13. Check swing. He did not go around. 2-0 the count. Thoughts on the touch board staying? I have no problem with it. Now, I think it'd be a different issue if everyone was good at it. But it's one team good at it. One team is good. Other teams, it doesn't work. So it seems like a skill issue. It's not a safety issue. Yeah, Pacers send the pace. They are. And Hendricks mounts it here. As Hendricks is starting to lose a bit of control on his pitches. There is activity in the pen. Bernardino is warming up. He did pitch yesterday. Remember, they used a lot of the bullpen yesterday because Bueller got ejected very early on for his 2 2 2/3. It was in the third inning. It was in the third inning. Two 2-0 count. Did not go 3-0. Number one son of the week of Toronto winning the Stanley Cup. For the last time. I don't know the last one. Probably looks some 3-0. That one on the outside part of the zone. 3-1 the count. I don't think Good Vibrations hit number one. I'm going to guess with a little help from my friend. Oh, wait. No, 67? Oh, 67. Okay. 3-1. That one in there. 3-2. So Taylor. Works it full from 3-0 down to 3-2. I'm going to say... Man, I have no idea on this one. I have no clue. I'm not good with 60s. 3-2. That one ripped into right field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Back-to-back runners on board. First and second, nobody out. Yeah, Buffalo wants to ban it. They ran it 5 times. That's a skill issue. That's why I hate that Buffalo tried to ban it. It's like, literally, you tried running the play. You just suck at it. Right, it's not guaranteed to work every time. Not even close. Oh, man. Number one song, 67 that day. I'm going to guess... Oh, man. Yeah, I got nothing. I couldn't control bonus way on. Just going to guess Good Vibrations. It's not going to be right. 0 on the count. Cunha fouls it off. It's not going to be right. Yeah, Buffalo was by far the most embarrassing of this. By far. The Bills are the only team that voted in favor of it. Yep. I think part of it, too, the Bills were so outspoken about. The Patriots, Dolphins, and Jets are like, you know what? If they're going to be so outspoken, we're going to try and ruin our best interests. Acuna bunts it foul, 0-2. It's -39 the last time the Leafs won the Cup. Jeez. It's a long time. I was, what, -30? Right, no one's been injured. I think the only guy that was injured was a Giants player on offense because they never ran the tush push before. They decided, let's run it in a game. I mean, Mario Lopez is really, he's a consummate professional. That doesn't surprise me. Mario Lopez can do anything. 0-2, Acuna chops it a short. They won't get the play at second. Can they get the play at first? They just do. Whew, that was a close one. Colts final fire Ballard. He's on the hot seat. He's on the hot seat. Did Acuna get in? Close play. They're going to say it was out. He does advance the runners 90 feet. You're not going to fire him now. But the Mets are going to challenge. The Mets will challenge this. Acuna is fast. And we need to slow it down. That's bang bang. Call in the field was out. Zoom that one in. He might be safe. Let's see. He is safe. I think he's safe. I think he's safe. Perez gets optioned. I'm going to say fact at this rate. I think he's safe. I think Acuna beat it out. He is so fast. What could have been a double play for most players in baseball could be an infield single here. The call is overturned. He's safe. 67% of you agree. You think he was safe, and I think he absolutely was. The Mets win the challenge. Hendricks has now loaded up the bases. I've seen clips of Better Call Saul. I haven't seen the full. I haven't done like a full watch through Better Call Saul. Yeah, Drew's split replacement. He'd be welcome. I think so too. And that'll be it for Hendricks. He loads up the bases. And Brett Beatty coming on. He got the RBI earlier. We could get a rematch. Oilers up 1-0. Panthers up 1-0 in the series. And video tomorrow? Yeah, so there was supposed to be a video coming out today. Problem is that I was recording a podcast, Play Like a Jet, today. So couldn't do that. I'm going to see if I can find something on Ursay. Something unique on Ursay. So I don't know yet. I do have something planned also for something back in the 70s with the Niners and the Eagles. But there will be a video tomorrow. Definitely that one coming out. And then Ursay, I might be able to put a video out as well on Thursday. But I gotta dig in the archives and see if I can find something unique about him that not a lot of people know about. And that's going to be it for Hendricks. Bernardino coming in. Bernardino, double B. Pitched yesterday, 1 2/3. Only threw 21 pitches, but back-to-back outings, or back-to-back games, back-to-back days, and you win 1 2/3 last time. We'll see what he does here. Who are other same controversies? I'm not sure. Turn on 5 times with 3 touchdowns, pretty much. We talk about Jets history. We just talked about Jets history on that one. Fact or fiction? Eduardo pitches out the penalty returns. Fiction only because Torey Lovello trusts his guys too much. Fiction only because Torey Lovello gives guys way too long of a leash. Stars tied up 1-1. Believe me, I wish it was fact. I wish Ryan Nelson was the 5. Eduardo, we can just be done with him, and then we call it Mena, and he's your long relief guy. But I'm going to say fiction. Which would suck. But Bernardino coming in. Base is full. Nobody out. Hey, if it was really a superfan sign, George Wentz. Nothing. Nothing that I know of. Yes, yes. Yeah, but Ursa didn't know about it. Ursa didn't know. But someone just copy and pasted the tweet. And they won $1,000 off of it, which kind of sucked. So he chose it at random. And as long as he had the right answer, but you can't do it by time. Because if it was by time, I wouldn't have done it either. I wouldn't have gotten it right either way. 1-0 the count. Jags fans remix song for player? I think so. Downstairs 2-0. Series go 7? I think so too. This will be a fun one. This will be a fun series. 2-0 pitch to Beatty. Hey, Jim Mercer surf Friday? Maybe tomorrow, if I can find something. But we'll definitely have a video tomorrow, regardless of what it's going to be. Swing and a miss, outside 2-1. We will have a Niners-Eagles video coming out tomorrow. It's just a question of what time. Because Earthsay could be in the morning. Or I could just put the Niners one out in the morning. Absolutely on that one, J-Bucks. 2-1. And base is full here. Oh boy. There we go. Beatty. Watch us down for strike 2. Time is called. Lindor is up next. To answer yes or no. Yes, it's happened. I just don't know. Thank you, Dan. Nothing ever got like viral, but they have remixed it before. Two. That one into left field. It'll be deep enough to get the runner in. And that's going to be more than that because that's a base hit down the left field line. Torrens comes in. Second run comes in. 3-1. Brett Beatty. 3 RBIs today. And still nobody out. Brett Beatty does his job. Lindor coming up. Brett Beatty was not playing good baseball as of late. He really was not. Yeah, I'm not sure who was at the meeting. Chopped to short. 6-4. Won't get the 3. Fielder's choice. Runner will go to third. That's the first out. So Lindor advances 1 runner 90 feet away from scoring. Not the greatest at bat in the world, but does advance 1 runner 90 feet. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about. That one. Oh, 1 the count. Next for the Rockies. Oh boy. Yep. Good luck there. That pitch misses outside. 1 with the count. I'm not sure if it was there or not, but because when they say die in his sleep, he could have easily like the things took place in the morning, and then he could have died in his afternoon sleep or something. Is there such a thing as the when, the where, the what, the why, and the how? In terms of bands, not that there were anything big. Yeah, I don't know if first they stay behind or not. There's still no like. No one really knows yet, but at least someone's tweeted about it. 2-1. Check swing. Did he go in that pitch down low? Marte. Well, runner steals second. So Lindor gets another stolen base. He's had a couple of them this series. 3-1 the count. Marte did not go. He's 0 for 3 today in that 2 spot. And Juan Soto is on deck. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. I mean, if the bases are loaded, could you imagine Juan Soto coming with the bases loaded? Everything that's happened as of late. Marte fouls it off. Actually changed the first call, so it's 2-2, not 3-1. I don't think it's happening, Jacob. I'd be stunned. Knicks on fire right now, up by 8. Oh boy. Yeah, weren't they down by 8 at one point? I got the stars come on right now. 2-2, way outside. Wild pitch there. Lucky didn't go by the backstop. 3-2, hits on the ribs. It's the only way he's going to get on at this point. You know, Irsay was very young when he took over the Colts. So he took it over the late 90s. Outside, full count. Pitch is... Going to result in a ball. Marte gets on board. It's falling apart for the Sox this inning. And here comes Juan Soto with the bases loaded. All the struggles. 0 for 3, 3 strikeouts. Mound visit here. I call it 44. That is young for an owner. There is activity in the pen. Newcomb's in the pen. Juan Soto. 0 for 2 this season with the bases loaded. Can he silence the critics for a little bit? One of the bags won't come down if you hit the button. He said, well, didn't go, let's do a double. Good improv. Yeah, Mario seems like just a genuinely good guy and a genuinely good host with everything. He makes everything seamless. Soto watches that one outside for a ball, 1-0. He struck out looking the first 2 times, swinging the 3rd time. Swings at that one, fouls off. The 2nd time this season, he struck out 3 times in a game. 1-1 the count. Oh, you see a team makes the bad boy Pistons looks like Angels? Oh, God. Marlins Rockies. That'll be a fun series. That could be a simply fun series. 1-1. Soto. Deep fly ball. Left center field and at the wall making the play. That's going to be deep enough to bring in a run. So Soto does his job. A deep fly ball almost went off the wall. Was awfully close. But it's deep enough. It's a sac fly. Soto does his job. 2 out. Runners on the corners. Mets have tacked on 3 this inning. First time they've scored 4 runs in a game in a week. That needed to go 379 to go off the wall. It went about 377. And Alonso now a chance to blow this one open as Soto gives him some insurance. A great inning for the Mets. They've tacked 3 on. They're doing stuff with guys in scoring position. First pitch, big hack at that one for Alonso. 0-1 the count. Pete is 1 for 3 today. A productive out. You got the sac fly. A much-needed RBI there for Soto. After a rough series and a rough stretch. That pitch in there for a strike on the outside corner upper. 0-2. Soto his first RBI since May 12th. It has been a while. Pete watches out in the dirt. Is that going to get away from the catcher? It will. Not going to come in from third to try and make the play, but you have 2 in scoring position. As Marte advances to second. Yeah, D-backs always play well against the Dodgers. Yeah, those series are always fun. Those series are always just bad on the heart. But they're always some fun games. It's a fun rivalry. It really is. It's a really fun rivalry. 1-2 to Alonso. Yeah, I think it's going to happen. The Rockies are at a way worse pace than the White Sox were. 1-2. Alonso, grounder. Off the glove of the pitcher, Bernardino, but he's able to recover. It's a 1-3 out. Nice defensive play with Bernardino, but the damage is done. Mets get 3. They had scored just 1 run all series, or 2 runs all series before that. 2 runs in the first, well, we'll call it, 24 innings of the series. They tack on 3 that inning. We go bottom 7. 4-1 the score. And it is time to go out to the ball game. If you know it, sing along as we take you out to the ball game for the 7th inning stretch. Brought to you by, well, no one. But here we go. Yeah, this is one of those where you need a MIDI. It doesn't go up to F sharp. Yeah, that's one of those where I need a MIDI. I'm like, oh crap. I was like, oh, that song does not go that high. The keyboard does not go that high. But we improv on that. We completely improv on that one, so why the heck not? Mets have some run support, 4-1. First time the Mets score 4 runs in a game since May 12th. Brandon Nimmo is now in left field replacing Starling Marte. Brazoban staying out there for another inning of work. He finished the 5th. And here with the base load jam from McGill. Didn't throw a lot in the 6th inning, so I'm going to leave him out there for a 7th. He'll face the bottom of the order here. Story, Narvaez, and Rafaela. Stravinsky? I cannot do that on this thing? I can't do Stravinsky on this thing. I can only do Stravinsky on a regular piano, let alone that thing. Oh, do the count. And that's the last call for you to make the call. Because again, we're not doing overtime tonight. Especially because this game is be pretty long. 0-2. That one fell off. What time would I have to call this game early if we get to the point it goes on forever? We wouldn't call it early. Unless we get like a rain delay. You heard my soul here. Should have bus play that way. I apologize. I apologize in advance. We were just going with it. I was like, I need someone to improv with. Think Boston. We're just gonna try that. And I was like, oh, yep. The keyboard doesn't go that high. Keyboard does not go that high. A MIDI would change that. A MIDI would absolutely change that. And hopefully that's coming soon. 1-2. Story swing and a miss on the slider. Yeah, we should be good. Yep, we should be good. Brazoban. Again, a sub-1 ERA this season. There is activity in the Mets pen. It is Garrett warming up, the right-hander. Yeah, Pirates have not scored more than 4 runs in 25 straight games. It is insane. It's like the last team, the longest drought's like May 14th. And then the Pirates, you gotta go back to like April. I guarantee you they're gonna break it against the D-backs. There's gonna be a game where the D-backs allow like 10 against them. They'll lose like 10-8 or something ridiculous like that. First pitch, that hit him? Or is that off the knob of the bat? Just off the knob of the bat. 0-1 the count. Yeah, Pirates record. Let's try to think of that being the case. Not good. A lot of losses. That's why they made some changes. A lot of losses. Oh, 0-1 count. Nice pitch there on the slider. 0-2. They've not won a lot. I don't know their exact record. Might be like 5 wins. Pirates first series. I think it's Memorial Day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And it's in Phoenix. I'll be going to that. You know, it's in Phoenix. Yeah, D-backs on paper, their schedule gets a lot easier. Not that I'm like celebrating or anything, but like after the gauntlet, swing and a miss downstairs. Brazoban back-to-back strikeouts. 1 outing from out of the pen. 2 innings he's gone so far. And now Rafaela coming up the 9 spot. But, it was clear about how Big Will worked. I mean, Drew Carey doesn't know how half the games work, so it works out. You can teach that, too. First pitch upstairs, 1-0 the count. Yeah, Jim Irsay, way too soon on that. Gone way too soon on that one. At least he died in his sleep. At least he died peacefully. 1-0 the count. Advanced metrics? Not really. Not really. Shot foul, 1-1. I look at trends. I'm more of a nerd out with trends, not really advanced analytics. I'm a trends guy. So he's doing this much in his last X amount of games or whatnot. Yeah, before the NFL draft, Travis Hunter was not a Jaguar the last time he scored more than 4 in a game. Or 4 in a game. That's insane. On the other part of the zone, just misses 2-1. Like, I think the only advanced analytic, the only advanced metric I really pay attention to is, like, exit velo. Like, exit velo, it's like, okay, I can't be, like, mad if a certain thing's not a hit, because it's, like, Yeah, that came off the bat pretty well. You'll get it. That's just unlucky. Absolutely on that one, Sports Talk. Phillies scheduled a bit ago. They played Tampa in a minor league game. They have 9 straight against Pittsburgh, Rockies, and Athletics. That's why they went. Yeah. That's an easy stretch. That's a very nice stretch. The D-backs have to play 16 straight games, no off days, against the Mets, the Phillies, the Mets, the Dodgers, and the Giants. No off days. And went 8-8. I'm like, okay. 2-2. Swing and miss downstairs. Brazoban. 3 batters face setting. 3 up, 3 down. He's gotten 2 in the third. He's in line for the win right now. He does his job. We go top 8. Mets up by 3. Where does trading up for Hunter rank among the Jags' best winners of all time? Well, I can't say it ranks anywhere yet because he hasn't done anything yet. Could be a disaster for all we know. But it ranks as the boldest move ever, the most exciting draft move ever. It's the most exciting move ever. I think that's fair. That, okay, this is a new era. This is, okay, we're doing something. Jags numbers pick again. Here's another Luke Jokel. Oh, God, no. God, no. Please, God, no. Here's another Tony Baselli, hopefully. He was number 2. I'll take a Kevin Hardy. I'll take that. Another ballpark ranking, at least this time Chase wasn't worse than non-minor league parks. That was White Sox Field. Yeah, that was guaranteed rate, yeah. I've heard that's the worst. Chase Field, so I feel like Chase Field is 2 different ballparks. I feel like Chase Field needs to be evaluated. You can't go to one game at Chase and make your opinion off of it. I think you need to go to 2. One where the roof is closed and one where it's open. It's a very different experience. I promise you. The warehouse versus open air, night and day. Like D-backs, I hope they get Gallon straight out. You and me both. Gallen's not looking since the second half of 23. He really is not. Since the second half of 23, I've said for a while now, Kelly's the best pitcher on this team. I've said that for a while, and I hate that I'm being vindicated. Not because Kelly's pitching. Not because I don't like Kelly pitching great. I love it. But Gallen, I mean, he's going to be free agent at the end of the season. I wouldn't re-sign him. I like Mena a lot. You got Fott. You got Kelly. You got Burns as your ace. I'm fine letting go of Gallen after this season. Links don't go through. Links, YouTube, that's a YouTube thing. Links don't go through. Appreciate you, RFK. You only been there once where they had the roof open? Yeah, it's a very nice ballpark with the roof open. Right, still the worst in the NL if we count the minors since they're both AL teams. Yes. That I have heard. Although Dodger Sam, I wasn't too impressed by Dodger. Yeah, Pirates stats, it's a poorly constructed rhyme. Yep. IKF, when IKF is your best player, yeah. Yeah, Sweet Carolina, oh, we always do that. For Boston, we always do that for the 8th inning. We always do that. That's why I was like, okay, I got to figure out something because I'm not doing Sweet Caroline now. When we did it yesterday, we always do Sweet Caroline. I can do that one. I can do that one. It will not sound like dog crap, like shipping up to Boston. That one's a cakewalk, actually. Not cakewalk, but I shouldn't say that because then I'm going to mess it up. Newcomb pitching the 8th here for the Sox. Get him to swing on the first pitch. A lazy fly ball into left field, or right field, I should say. Vientos will be the first out. Sabreo underneath it. I've been to Dodger, yes. A long time ago, but yes. Trevor Sauer is nuts trying to do both offense and defense at the same time. I think he has to pick one and not the other. I mean, to be fair, he's been told that all his life, and it's always worked out. It's always worked out. And again, this is not a situation where some guys play both ways in college, but they're not great. Hunter was the best receiver in college football. He was also the best cornerback in college football. So this is a unique situation. It's a very unique situation. It's not like, oh, he's good at both. No, this guy is great at both. Like this guy would have been the number 1 receiver taken off the board. And number 1 corner taken off the board. He just happens to be great at both. 0-1 count to Turns. Turns chops it foul 0-2. Oh, no, not Sub becoming a D-backs fan. No, this was like 2010. It was a while ago when I did a road trip in California. And look, he's gonna start off mainly at wide receiver, and I'll do like some things at corner, but they'll ease him in, but he'll be fine, I think. Who's favorite Deshaun Watson man of the year? 0-2, outside 1-2. Hopefully no one. Probably Alshire, though, knowing everything I know about him. 1-2 count to Terens. Way outside that pitch. Another junk pitch thrown by Newcomb. Sean Newcomb again, the pitcher here. Placing Bernardino. Figure he's going to go the rest of this game. Check swing. Did he go? It's going to be a full count. Newcomb is, or he started off the season as a starter. He's now being used out of the pen. And he's their long relief guy. He's coming to 3 games this month, and he's finished all of them, coming in the 6th, the 3rd, and the 5th. So, this guy's going to be asked to close this game. Very good, Zippy. Very good. Leadoff walk after 0-2. Torrens battles back nicely, and that will send Taylor up to bat. Leadoff man again gets somewhere. I think that's the 6th or no, that's not the leadoff man. Because it was a 1-pitch at bat. My apologies. My apologies. Let's have another man on board. We can say that. After loading up the base in the 7th, they got 3 runs that inning. More runs that inning than they have the entire series combined. First pitch, breaking ball in there on the inside for a strike 0-1. Friend's Colts fan, and he was so simple. He says, oh, I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. Especially because it was so sudden. And he cared so much about the team and cared so much about the city. Like, was he an eccentric owner? Absolutely. The United Demons? Absolutely. But he was a solid owner. Notre Dame, Michigan, if it was Rose Bowl? I don't see why not. Notre Dame's a better team right now. 0-2 the count. Shot foul. And Newcomb got Torrens ahead 0-2 and then walked him. Taylor now behind 0-2. You know, a huge rock and roll guy. Huge rock and roll guy. Oh my god. The guitar collection he had was insane. Fly ball, right field, and Abreu underneath it for the second out. And you're going to figure that Newcomb's going to finish this game. Went 79 pitches last time, 98 the game before that again. He is now a bullpen guy after starting the first 5 games of the season. Acuna coming up. 2 for 3 today. Breaking out of his 0 for 9 slump. Waters that one downstairs and low. 1-0 the count. Everyone should beat Michigan. Oh, I think they're going to be pretty good this year. Although I'm not crazy about Moore as a coach. Not crazy about Moore necessarily, but Michigan should be better. Can't be any worse offensively. The 1-0 count. Outside 2-0. Now, Ursay he cared about the team. That's all you could want with an owner. That's all you could want with an owner. He cares about the team, he cares about the community. In that case, in that area, he was very, very good. Make mistakes? Absolutely. Did he have his demons? Absolutely. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. But the man loved that team and loved that city. Position on the bats with the name Newcomb. 2-1 the count. Acuna, nice breaking ball there. From 2-0 goes to 2-2. Again, runner on first is Torrens, the catcher. And Acuna will chop that one back to the pitcher. Acuna beat out the last throw. Can't beat that one out. It's a 1-3 out. And the postseason, regular season, preseason only. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'd probably say regular season, preseason only. I'd probably say that. That's a tough one. But then he missed Super Bowl party. So probably actually the other way. All right. 8th inning. You know what that means. Let's do this. Ready? Let's do a little bit of Sweet Caroline for you. There we go. Told you I could do that one. As is tradition with every Red Sox game, we do it again. $100 or not $100 more. You make the call. This is on this thing. It's not even on a real keyboard. This is on my actual computer keyboard. So we're gonna do a little Sweet Caroline for you. Brasman's done it for 2 1/3. Phenomenal outing for him. His ERA was below 1, and he will continue to lower it even more. Top of the order here, Reed Garrett coming in with a 3-run lead. Appreciate it. Yeah, now that one I can do. That one I've done enough times where it's like, okay, let's do it. I can only use like 12 notes on that one too. With an actual MIDI, it would sound even better, but we'll get there at some point. 1-1 the count. Well, the best traditions we count. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Rushy. That one, chop foul, 1-2 the count. You have cat hair all over your clothes. You need to find someone to take it off. Oh, boy. Yeah, press the keys loud. I was. Oh, yeah. Until I play. I actually play keyboard. Actually play piano, so. Would you Sweet Caroline for Red Sox? Absolutely. Absolutely would. Or I might do shipping up to Boston for that one. I might do that one. Garrett, last time I pitched was the Yankees series. Went the 8th inning back on May 17th. 1 inning, 3 walks. Didn't have the best control, but did not allow a run. Fouled off. We stay alive at 1-2. And Garrett, a 1 ERA this season. He's allowed to run just 2 of his 20 outings this year. He's got Duran, Devers, Bregman. The 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Oh, wait. Reference him. Wait. Oh, wait. Hang on. I need to find something. Where's the little roller behind the bag? Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I missed the second one. Fly to be a Sam organist. The Z-Max one's pretty good right now. The Z-Max one's pretty good. I've never played the organ. I've never played organ. Like, I don't know how to play organ with, like, the top part and the bottom part on 2 different levels. I don't know how to do that. Full count. The video where someone was singing Sweet Caroline and someone sings onto stage and pulls the performance legs from underneath him, I have not. Appreciate it, Zippy. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't get bad. I'm right there with you. Play trumpet when Diaz comes in for closing. I can. I can do that if you want me to. We can try it. 3-2. Chops it foul. We can try. I've never done it before. Problem is an A-flat minor, it doesn't go all the way, so I have to transpose it a little bit. So I have to go C minor probably. I have to transpose it to C minor, but that's okay. We can make it work. So we just gotta make sure that we know he's coming in, but if he does, we'll do that. 3-2. Why not? That one shot foul by Duran. Long at bat here. Pitch number 9 of the at bat coming up. As Duran looks to get on board. Leadoff man has not got on board a lot today. And all the keyboard stuff I do is just spur of the moment improv. That one grounder to second. After 9 pitches, Duran gets set down as Acuna throws it to Alonso for the first out. Neil Diamond sounds like a name I hear in a commercial in between drives on America's Game of the Week. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong there. So Duran gets set down. Devers coming up. Mets have lost 3 straight. 5 outs away, though, from avoiding the sweep and getting their 30th win of the season. NBC, I think they do a very good job with side base hole. That's a base hit up the middle. Devers was 0 for 2 today, but he gets on board with a 1-out single. I think NBC would do a very good job. I think my only concern with NBC is, okay, you need to get baseball people. You're also getting basketball people because of the new deal you got with the NBA. So is it too many people? Like, can you successfully get that many new bodies in there and do a good job? That's a lot. That's a lot of new leagues and new sports to get the rights to. But they do a pretty good job. Better than ESPN, at least. Bregman, first pitch. Outside. 1-0 count. And the thing with NBC. Say what you want about NBC. Say what you want about NBC. They make everything feel like an event. It would overlap with Sunday football. Yes, it would. They make everything feel like an event. Like, they make things feel grand and bigger than they are. There's an art to that ESPN does not know how to do. You find a swing Sweet Carolina fan. Well, it's fun to sing it anywhere. Karaoke bar, at ballpark, anywhere. Right, the overlap, they probably moved to USA for the September games. Or you have it as a lead-in program. You have a Sunday afternoon game Instead of Sunday Night Baseball, you have a Sunday afternoon game. At like 3 o'clock. Eastern time. That game ends at 6, local news, and then you go to that. 2-1 the count. Bregman 0 for 3 today, 3 strikeouts. He's struggling today. Watches that one just a bit upstairs, apparently. 3-1 the count. Pitch looked pretty good to me, but home don't think otherwise. Bregman above 300 on the season, but just 3 for his last 19. Swings and misses there. NBC issue is they don't have too many smaller channels, like CBS, TNT, and TBS. And Fox is FS1. NBC really only has CNBC and USA. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, I'm glad to stay in too, Jonathan. I'm really glad. Again, the thing is that it's a skill issue. If every team was doing it, then yeah, unfair. It's almost like the extra point. 3-2. That one fouled on the third base line. Like, every team was making extra points when it was at the 2-yard line. It's like, okay, this is insane. If it was automatic, yeah. But it's only one team that's really good at it. Other teams have tried. They stunk. Even the Eagles have tried it before, and they didn't do well. Like, the thing is the Jaguars. The Jaguars stopped it every time. Like, you can stop it. It's not invincible play. And it's so hard to enforce, too. Do we want referees to be enforcing more things? They already have enough on their players and can't do that anyways. Full count here to Bregman. That one in there for called strike 3. Golden Sombrero 0 for 4, 4 strikeouts. 2 outs. But they can always use USA for baseball. They always can. Absolutely they can. Well, you can always do 2 if you're NBC. Because you have 2 Sunday night games. One on NBC, one on USA. And the reason why is because if there's a game that becomes a rain delay, you could easily simulcast one of the games. Cool piece of memorabilia. A guy in Canada only a 14-inch high USO glass trophy that was originally awarded to the Cavs front office in 2013. That is awesome. That is awesome. Take good care of that. Fly ball into left field, easily playable by the track. It's Nimmo. Replacing Marte and left in the 7th. We go top 9. Mets pen has done its job. Rausabon 2 1/3. No runs allowed. Garrett. Allowed 1 base runner. That was it. We go top 9. Mets 3 outs away from avoiding a 4-game losing streak, winning their 30th of the season, and avoiding the sweep. Guess your favorite team is Akron. All right. Myself, NBC having highlight for presentation, struggled the first, second round to show all the games easily. Oh, it did. Well, baseball won't be an issue for that. Because, again, it's not just going to be NBC that gets the rights. You're going to have other networks that have the rights too. Fox still has the rights. NBC have a baseball theme? They do not. I could create one for them. I could create one for them. I've got someone in mind. I just like put down on paper, but I've got some in my head. But they don't have a theme that I know of. If you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. It really does help us out on the channel. We're going to be live tomorrow for 2 games. We're going to be live for... What are we live for? Your team's the Marlins. We're going to be live for the Padres-Blue Jays game tomorrow. We're going to be live as well for... Right now, it looks like Guardians against the Tigers. Do the theme? Well, I can't really do it on minute because it goes, like... It goes up. Like, but I got something in mind. I've got something in mind. At least for a fast food place. McDonald's. Have an idea on that one, RFK. Right, Fox right now is having a controlled dumpster fire right now when it comes to sports. Yeah, NASCAR some of that portion. But IndyCar, oh boy. Yeah, I don't think they're going to do well with Indy. I'm going to take a wild guess. I don't think they're going to do well with Indy. Just a hunch on that one. Just a hunch. I don't think they're going to do a good job with Indy. But we'll see. First pitch swinging. And baby grounds out. 3 RBI for him today. He's had a very good game. He's got 3 of the 4 runs. Soto's got the other one. But 1 pitch swinging, 3 unassisted, as Sogard makes the play at first. Back to the top of the order for Lindor. What escaped... Wait. I don't know that story. I have no idea what that story is. Diaz will be coming in the 9th. This will be a safe situation. He's warming up the pen. So Garrett does his job. And to the surprise of no one, Edwin Diaz will be coming in the 9th. First pitch, strike to Lindor. It's 1 for 4 days. He's got 2 stolen bases. Lindor, 9 stolen bases on the season. He's got a lot of them this series, oddly enough. This series, he had 1 yesterday. He's got 3 of his 9 this series. Oddly enough, he's got 7 of his 9 this month. Lindor, I'm not sure he's getting a stolen base series. That's a deep shot to left field. I think that's gone. I think it went off the light and back in play. That's gone. That is gone. Not sure you put Diaz in now. It's a 4-run game. No need for Lindor to steal the base paths to worry about that because it's a solo shot. It's long gone. Francisco Lindor is 10th of the season. Was really struggling before this game. A man who could not hit anything, was 2 for his last 25. He's got 2 hits tonight. Goes off the top of the light post. And 5-1. Your score. A solo shot there. That's what sent Marte up to bat. And now obviously Dia put Diaz in. Marte flies it out to center field. 1 pitch. Soto coming up now with the bases empty. Right off the light. Should note the Mets, after this, they got 3 against the Dodgers. One of those games is Sunday Night Baseball. We'll be on the call for that one. Saturday, that could be a you make the call option. We'll start the you make the call tomorrow. So keep that in mind. They got 3 against the Dodgers after this. Red Sox, meanwhile, the Orioles, not a good team as of late. They got 4 against them, I should say. They stay at Fenway, though, so they're playing tomorrow, so it's not getaway day. First pitch, in there for a called strike, down low. Soto, 0 for 3 today, 3 strikeouts, but a sac fly to give him some insurance. Before they fire a Cora, under 500, I would say by the All-Star break. Once the longest team go without a break, I mean, theoretically, you can go forever without a break. Theoretically, teams have gone, like, based on, like, rain delays and whatnot. Theoretically, you can go, like, a month, 2 months. So Mets' first home run in 217 at-bats. A rare home run. 1-2. I just have to make sure that Diaz is coming in. 4-1 he was going to be. 5-1's not a safe situation. Will he come in a 5-1 game? They got to use him at some point. I mean, he hasn't been used in a bit. 2-2. Yeah, I mean, to be fair to Edwin Diaz, he hasn't been used since the 17th. So you do want to keep him fresh. He's only been used once since the 14th. 2-2, downstairs, full count to Soto. I've never done the trumpet thing with him, but we're going to try it. Never tried it. (3-2). Soto watches that one downstairs. Does not take the bat off his shoulder, but good reason, as that was not even close, and Soto gets on board with a 2-out walk. First time on board today. Pete Alonso coming up. Try to extend this Mets lead even more. As they're looking like they're in a very good spot right now to get their 30th win of the season, snap their 3-game losing streak. Some power rankings have the Red Sox high as at 6 and a lot of top 10. See, I thought they were going to be pretty good this year. I really did. I think I had Red Sox-Dodgers World Series prediction. Changing that now. I think Tigers are the favorite. Especially because with the way Torque's playing, and Baez looks like an all-star, and who's beaten Skubal twice in a... Basically, Skubal's going to get 2 wins in a series, so it's got to win 4 out of 5 against the rest, and that's going to be tough. Yeah, time where Fox was the best. That was a long time ago, though. 0-2, outside, 1-2 to Alonso. He's 1 for 4 today. Just 2 for 11 this series, 2 for his last 15. Then back to the end of the Yankee series. The 1-2, way outside, 2-2. And baseball schedule, we are doing Padres, Blue Jays tomorrow. We're also, it looks like, barring anything crazy, Guardians, Tigers. But that can change whether you make the call. And we are also doing Friday. We'll do UFL Friday. Saturday we'll do a baseball game. Lonzo grounds it. Diving play at third. Nice play by Bregman. And it's a 5-3 out. So Mets leave a runner on, but they do get one across. They do get one across after the solo shot by Lindor. Any chance you Mariners here? I gotta check the schedule. I gotta check the schedule on that one. So Edwin Diaz coming in, not a save situation. He brought on to give him the win. And we're gonna try this. I've never done this before. We're gonna see how this works. Again, I can't play it in its regular A flat, but we can try it and see. All right, here we go. All right, there you go. Yeah, I can't do it in A flat, but I can do it in C. Just because with a MIDI I could do it in C, in A flat. I could do it with MIDI in A flat, but we only got 12 notes on this. But yeah, we got a little bit of flair. We do stuff on this channel. We're calling baseball games that no one else does, such as you make the calls, such as the emojis, and obviously the music. Because why the heck not? And Edwin Diaz, again, not a save situation here. Appreciate you, Jersey Johnny. Yeah, we're going to be live tomorrow for the Padres-Blue Jays game, and it looks like Guardians-Tigers at this rate. Should be a fun game, too, between two of the best teams in the AL. But Diaz coming in. He has been very solid as of late. His last 8 games, no runs allowed, just 4 hits, 11 strikeouts, a 138 opposing batting average. You know, Game of Show, it's just the... Nothing's going to happen there. That was only like a quarter of the screen, and that was just the commercial break screen, so we're okay. Campbell. He got a hit last time. A rarity for him. He'll be laying off here, followed by Sogard and Story in the 5, 6, 7 spot. Diaz's last 2 outings were saves. This not a save situation. Michael sent some Narco by Timmy Trumpet. I've heard that. Nice. Nice. The 1-1 to Campbell. Watches that one on the outside corner, 1-2 the count. And Campbell couldn't believe it. Grazed the bottom of the zone. Cora's in disbelief. Doesn't want to get tossed again. He got tossed last night. The 1-2. Downstairs 2-2. Two, way inside, and that's full count. And Edwin Diaz has not allowed a hit in his last 4 outings. His last 4 outings, he allowed 1 base runner. That's it. Allowed 1 walk. Make that 2. It's a leadoff walk to start as Campbell gets some more back-to-back plate appearances for him that he's got on board. Maybe starting to find a bit of a rhythm. Sogard coming up. Again, not a save situation here. Tying run is in the dugout. Not even on the on-deck circle. Sogard, 2 for 3 days, halfway to the cycle. After struggling the first 2 games of the series, was 0 for 6 to start the series off. Got 2 hits today. Watches that one inside, 1-0 the count. So 4 straight balls thrown by Diaz. Just needs to settle into this one. And not a high leverage situation here. Shot foul, 1-1. 1-1. In there for a called strike. 1-2. Swing and a miss upstairs. Got him chasing on the fastball. Sogard strikes out. A lot of Red Sox have gone down swinging today. A lot of them gone down on strikeouts. Again, McGill started this game. He had a career-high 10. The Sox have struck out 15 times today. Actually, 16. Hasn't updated yet. 16 times. Every pitcher on the Mets has gotten at least one strikeout. 16 Ks today. And everyone except for Devers has struck out at least once, with Bregman, Golden Sombrero, striking out 4 times. Irsay, nothing on Irsay yet. Nothing on Irsay. Story chops it fouled on the third base line, 1-1. You haven't heard anything in a while on Irsay. Yeah, just a fluid situation right now. I'm not seeing any retweets or anything like that. 1-1 count. Check swing, but he went. He absolutely went. 1-2. Diaz level leadoff man on. Got behind in the count to Soger, but since then he's settled in nicely. Battle back to the strikeout number 16 for the Mets today. Story looking to avoid being victim number 17. And Narvaez in the on-deck circle. Appreciate all you guys tuning in. If you like what you see, folks, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. It really does help us out on the channel. Do have the emojis in as well. I have to check when the next Mariners game could potentially be. I am not sure yet on that. That one pulled back in time. 2-2. Let's check the Mariners schedule. So do want to do a Mariners game at some point. Should be able to at some point too, because timing-wise, it shouldn't be an issue. 2-2. That one lifted into right field, shallow right field, easily playable out there for Soto. That's 2 out. How's it going, Cujo? From Bronco Country, right at the end of the game. We're not doing overtime tonight because I'm going out front tonight. But right at the tail end of the game. Appreciate you tuning in. Good evening from one of the 22 teams that voted to ban the Tush Push Country. No, we're not doing D-back sex. I'm going out with friends after this. I'm going out with friends. But tomorrow we're doing 2 games. Doing 2 games tomorrow. We're doing a 1 o'clock game Eastern time. Is it 1 o'clock or is it 2 o'clock? We're doing Blue Jays Padres. Chopped to second, and that's an easy 4-3 out. That's your ball game. Mets win 5-1. Diaz not a save, but 16 strikeouts by the Mets. All right, so I can't do a TNA because I'm going out with people, so sorry about that. But only 2 other MC teams voted for Tush Push. Yep, not surprised with that. Lions were one of them. Lions were one of them. Eagles, right. Eagles, obviously, they weren't going to vote against it. That would make no sense. Gamana gifting membership because the Mets won. Michigan Sports getting this one. Let's remember, get a lot of Park Save the Adrenaline. Members of the Liquidation, send emojis in the chat. Appreciate you, Gamana. Appreciate you a ton. Mets look good today. Finally got a home run. Soto got the sac fly. Beatty broke out of his slump. Diaz looked sharp. 16 strikeouts. Brazaban looked great out of the pen as always. Yeah, I'm not sure how. He died in his sleep. I know that. He died in his sleep. So, all right, give me a second here, guys. Just let me know I'm on my way. All right, so here's the game plan. Tomorrow, we're going to be live for the Padres-Blue Jays game. Appreciate you, Gamana. Today, right now, the Blue Jays are 12-0 right now in the Padres. Hopefully that game is not as bad tomorrow. But that game starts at 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll be live for that. We'll be live then for Guardians-Tigers. That's the winner. If you make the call, Guardians-Tigers with a commanding win. That's the game. So we're going to do those 2 games tomorrow. Stream those. And yeah, video dropping tomorrow. Going back to the 70s for this one. I might get an Ursay video out as well. We will double check on that. I got to check to see what is, if I can find someone. But definitely we will have a 1970s video coming out about Niners-Eagles from the 1970s. So make sure you're here for that. Appreciate you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We should do overtime tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be for one stream, both streams, but we will be doing OT at some point tomorrow. So for ChatGPT requests, I cannot wait for those, especially I think we're going to see some good ones because I don't know if you saw the Rockies lawsuit. Someone's suing the Rockies for just being bad. Someone's suing the Rockies for being hit by a foul ball because they weren't paying attention to the game because they were so bad that they didn't bother paying attention because the team was so bad. So that'll be fun. But appreciate you guys tuning in again. Padres, Blue Jays tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We're going to do Guardians, Tigers at 6:40 Eastern Time. Appreciate you guys tuning in. JG9 signing off. Have a great rest of your night. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some videos and some streams. Take care, guys. Mets win 5-1. They avoid the sweep. They get to 30 wins. Take care, guys.